I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address. And now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. Just like in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
And boom, live again.
Hey.
And there's Louie. Hey, Louie, you're a little square in the corner. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Arr, matey. Arr.
Just takes a minute to fix it.
Hey, I like that background, though. You going all like wood cabin on us and stuff
Log
like that?
cabin, yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Where's your head, though?
Feel better?
You're just trying to hide your eye, aren't you? I see what's going on here.
Are we good?
Sure. It's like a bobblehead move. oh, okay. Well, anyway. Thanks for the laugh right away.
Sure.
Anyways,
You know, I was backstage for a while. You left me hanging there. I didn't know where you went.
I came at precisely 6:29 my time. I was sitting there playing with the video, and then I wanted to add something to it, and I was just like, I still got time. I got time. I'm still probably going to beat Adam, but didn't. I
was back there for like 15 or 20 minutes, and then I had a phone call, so I told him I called him right back, and then Adam popped in, so I told him to let you know it was going to take a few minutes. But
well, we should be called, and these are the days of our lives.
yeah, well, he has to call me back, so if I disappear, it's because they called me back.
Okay.
Okay, that's better now. Now you're perfect.
Yeah.
I really love the cabin fever going on right there. It's cool. Nice background. Good. It's beating the starlights that you had going now. Christmas was over. Yeah. Anyways, let's just give some shout outs while we're here. Hey, Andrew, SP74, Rob Lee's in the house. Hey, Austin, how are you? I love these dedicated people that no matter when we come on, they're always there. Miss Dog Lover's in the house. And let's see here. All right, we got Miss Dog Lover and Rob Lee having a conversation, it looks like. All right, there's my girl, Callie. Hey, Callie.
Hey, Callie.
And then Shelly's in the house. And let's see, Cold Case Reports. Hello, how are you?
Hey, Cold Case.
Jeff wants to be proud that he was the 9th to click. Thank you, Jeff. If you could just be the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and whatever else, that would be great. Hey, Sharon Parker, PJ's Second Chance. How are you? And ninth. I got braggadocious rights. I was 9th to click. And let's see, Andrew's in the house. Hey, Andrew. There's Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Who's smarter? Lisa? Just a reminder of who's smarter. I saw the sarcasm right away. Yep. Adam still hasn't reached his 1,000 yet, though. Yeah, I mean, if Lisa keeps, she just sits there and goes, subscribe, unsubscribe. You know those people that just do that for the sake of it, right? Hey, Heaven, how are you? Do. Oh yeah, I'm really bad for doing that. Thank you, mods, for always all that you do. Sometimes, like I said, if you guys know my brain, it's like a squirrel. Not that I don't appreciate it. Of course I do. Sometimes I just really do forget to say that at the end of the show and stuff like that, or during the show. So thank you very much. Manji Ray, how are you? Streamlabs is in the house. We like Streamlabs. Oh, hey Sandy, how are you? Who else we got? Mustang. I know that there's a few other people live. Truth and Transparency's live. I'm not sure if Sleuth is still live, and there was, I think, Tyler Feller was live as well. So I didn't even know that these people existed, to be honest with you, and to the last month or so. Fibro's in the house. I'm here. Hey all. Hey Fibro. But it's fine because we have our regular supporters. I don't know who this is though.
It's Stefan.
Stefan, did you troll in from another channel? Yeah? No? Okay. Love you, Steffa. There's Tony's in the house. Again, another name I'm just not recognizing right now.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Magic, how are you? I had a
someone up there asked if we were all in Canada, and no, Sunny is in Canada. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Lewis is in Indiana.
You know what? It's C. The letter C is close enough. Yeah. I don't know about you, Lewis, though, but C, Charlotte, Canada, same level thinking right there. These strangers, we have some new subscribers apparently. Oh, I gotta turn up my volume a little.
Sally Hiller super chat, $3.99.
Oh, is that a super chat?
Yeah, thank you, Sally.
Hey, Sally Hiller. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I expect $1 million as usual by the end of tonight's live. Thank you. I mean, we still will stay humble. Don't you worry about that. Humble and bumble. Let's see here. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Sally Hiller. And earlier, Verbal Judo bought a coffee for us. I didn't get the 50 I was requesting, but I got one.
Well, you and Callie are gonna win the win that island tonight, right?
Yeah, no, me and Callie are gonna win it, and yeah, my skin's naturally purple. Of course it is. I do I look like Willy Wonka movie? The girl. Oh, I look like the girl from the Willy Wonka movie.
Eating too many pickled beets.
Yeah, and plus the glow. I mean, the filter helps, first of all. That light coming in. So, you know what? I'm just going to work it. And if anyone doesn't like purple, then I'm going to send my cat after you so you don't F with cats. Remember that.
Yeah. Awesome. Austin said the check is in the mail. Hold off cash for at least a week. Got
Absolutely. I have 2 cats. The check is in the mail. Holding off cashing it for at least a week. That's fun. So, hello, everyone. Oh, no, not the cat. Well, I figured this live was long enough. I figured that we've overdone ourselves. And I feel like a short one's in order. We just want to come on and say, hi, how are you? 37 people in the chat right now watching us. I feel overwhelmed by that. I don't even know if I can handle that amount, to be honest with you. Somebody better leave. It's just getting out of control. No, purple people eater. Yeah, that's right. I guess you could call me that, the purple people eater. So Adam, what did you do after we got off the live this morning?
I ate and then I laid down for like 4 hours
or so. And
then I got up and I watched some YouTube and then I got ready for the live tonight. That's about it.
Okay. Lewis?
I've been going all day, so
That's
busy,
true.
busy, busy always.
Oh, I think I got you. I might have you today, Lewis. I think I might have overdone myself today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What happened?
Well, my intent was that after we got off the live, I lifted my butt off of the chair. Yes, it happens sometimes, and it makes it to the bed, which is like 2 feet away max. But I had all of a sudden I went into the kitchen and there was like some dishes around, and I was like, right. So then I went to go do something in this store. So we have what they call a den. I love it when they call it a den, and it's no bigger than a shoebox, really. When they call them a den, it's like a storage closet, in a sense, or a storage room, a small storage room. They call it a den. So I went in there. Now this den, always, no matter what. Okay, when you live in a one-bedroom apartment and you have things, and when I say things, I'm talking about like like albums from pictures, da 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 da. Okay, those little blue containers, those pretty much chunk up the whole thing. And then we have our food rack in there, and then our small deep freeze, apartment size deep freeze in there, and then you put the vacuum in there and whatever. There's okay. Well, my husband. Okay, bless his soul. That thing looks like the Eiffel Tower that you can never really get into. And then when you try to get into the deep freeze, you can never do it because he usually has his tools and everything else on top of the deep freeze and stuff like that. So usually I just go, F it. I'll just go back into the kitchen and see what else I can find. But anyways, I decided to tackle that storage closet today. And the minute I started it, see, now I hadn't had any sleep either. Because even though we had a live this morning for 6 a.m. my time, I know if you guys don't want to listen to this story, feel free to stay. Okay. So I had no sleep at all. I slept for like maybe an hour. And then I just said, you know what, I'm going to go make a video and then wait for the live to come on this morning. So I had every intent because I was fully exhausted. And then what in my mind made me tackle that storage room, I'll never know. But you know what? I'm a better person for it. So I have the strength. And Lisa, if you ever want to test out my strength, come on over to Canada. Because there was this freaking suitcase that was heavier than whatever. And when you lift it to a certain point, and then you're like, okay, all right, I can do this. Okay. And when you're freaking struggling and it's like, next thing you know, it's on top of my head and I'm like, just a little bit more. Okay.
Who was in there, Sonny?
What?
Who was in that suitcase?
Well, you know what suitcases are used for nowadays. I don't even got to say it, to be honest with you. So I'm tackling stuff that I shouldn't be tackling because when my back hurts does a certain position, it puts it out right away. And not that Adam. Keep it clean. I'm looking at his eyes. But so anyways, I got this, one of those big dog carriers, which has a whole bunch of, stuff inside of it, like storage. It's like a storage thing in there. And so I wanted to give up at least 50 times, at least. And I was like, no, I can't do this. I was so tired of looking at the 2 air conditioners in the bed or in the kitchen, or no, living room. Sorry, my bed. I'll find my way there into the living room. Plus, my husband made this beautiful shelving for himself that lasted like 2 weeks, and then it was down. And then he decided he didn't like it. Okay, so this big shelving unit. So I, Lisa, all right, I take that deep freeze, even though it's full, and I'm pushing it, and I'm like saying to the floor the whole time, I'm so sorry, floor. I'm sorry, floor. And I'm just pushing that sucker all the way into the living room where it has a nice little spot in there, And so let me just say this, like, seriously, I should have recorded myself. It would have been a good laugh, to be honest with you. But I was like, so then my husband, he's like, yeah, I'm just packing up, leaving from downtown now. Right. And I'm like laying in bed at this moment for 5 minutes just to rest. And all I want to do is fall asleep. And I'm like, I just can't do it. And then next thing you know, I get up and I start doing the dishes and blah, 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 mopping the floor, blah, 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 blah. I go down. He says he's on whatever. I don't even know, actually. I was out of it at this point. Next thing I know, I wake up to my husband coming to kiss me and going, honey, I got the best kiss ever. And the thing is that I actually knew why, but I pretended like I didn't know why. Because when he walked in that door, he would have been like, my wife actually got off her ass and did something. Really? Princess, you did? But I just pretended like I didn't know what that kiss was for. And you could just see the smile come over his face. Like, movement from you, honey? You left the room today? Are you sure? Anyways, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. And that's what I did, Lewis. And then I went to sleep just for about an hour and then I woke up and then I was like, yeah, no, I better get up now or else I'm just going to be too tired and then I'll want to sleep past the live tonight. And yeah. So how many people did I bore with that story? And I don't really care because you know what? That was my life today. I don't usually exert myself that far. Well, not anymore, really. So proud husband. Clean apartment. Well, no, 3/4 of a clean apartment. And I'm happy with myself. Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you. I got muscles. I got muscles from Brussels, Lisa. You just have no clue. Awesome job, Sunny. Thank you. It's amazing, though, what you can do when you, like, when you have to lift something, and it's amazing. Oh, hold on. I gotta retract this. The reason why I actually wanted to do that is because my twin had given me one of those black shelvings that was bigger than our black shelving. So I was going to set it up, right? Okay, get a load of this. We'll get on to Delphi and other things, trust me. So, anyways, I take all these, plastic things out. I got all these big plastic things and I start putting these things in and I'm like, well, where do you even start? Which one? What's what for what? So I find two, for the ones that are at the bottom with the little stands at the bottom. I find two, right? So I'm thinking, well, what can I do I can't find the other two. Where the hell are they? And so I'm sitting here trying to build this thing and it kept falling on me. And I'm just like, finally, I was just like, whatever. So I pack it all up and I'm like, screw that. Like, obviously my sister wouldn't have given two only bottom things because my twin would be very, OCD about that. Anyways, right when I get to the last plastic thing I'm putting away, I look this way. Oh, the other two were stuck inside that bottom piece of the thing. And I was like, you know what? Not even going to tackle it. But you have to picture this, Adam. It's like someone trying to put a tower together and then it's like Jenga and it all just keeps falling down. Are we playing Three Little Lies?
That's the truth. I love that game.
Anyways, so Lewis, did I win?
No.
Oh, okay.
Close.
I mean, clearly, I was still more productive.
Well, let's see.
Adam.
I got home at 5, went to bed at 6, got up at 8, had to run out and do rear brakes on my truck, and then go to the doctor at 10. So I was there from 10 to 11:30. Then I went to McAllister's to get my lunch and my iced tea. Then from there I went to Panera Bread and got my hot teas. And then I got back on the road and had to go to the store. And then I had to get to the house and get showered and change and all that and get like an hour's sleep and then come in. So
well, I call bullshit then because I totally exerted myself far more than lifting a sandwich and going to
I
the
should
doctor's
take a video of doing the brakes on the back of the truck for you. Yeah, it's not an easy task on my 2500.
Ooh.
No, it's work.
Oh, super mom. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to
It wouldn't be so bad if I slept, but
yeah,
the 2 or 3 hours of sleep a day kills you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, anyone bored yet? You guys probably want to go on to some of the other stuff.
And no, I did have one of my eyes tied behind my back, so.
Oh, of course you did. And I walked the 7 waters or the 7 oceans or whatever it was. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, you beat me then. Yeah. Did you part the Red Sea before you crossed it? Or did you just walk across the water?
No, I'm pretty cool. I just walked right across it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's amazing what I can do when I try, right?
You did a lot today, though. I give you credit. That's quite a bit that you got done, and it does stink that those 2 pieces were missing to the end because you would have got all that done too.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's another day.
I know. I'm looking at Adam's face, and he's like, "Can you guys just stop talking?" Okay. Well, hold on.
I'm
So,
just posting cat memes on
cat. Oh, cat memes. I want to show you. Okay. So we'll talk about Delphi first, and then we'll move on to Idaho. You know what, magic? It's just like magic. We just do. You know. As you get older, I'm not sure how old you are, magic. So if you say that you're older now, then it's not going to fall true for you. But as I've gotten older, I require less sleep. Okay. But I wanted to share this with you. Actually, Adam, I think you're in it. Actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No. Hold
Are you
on.
talking about those dreams again?
Yeah. Adam. Yeah, I know. I try to push Adam out of my dreams, but he somehow ends up in there. Okay, hold on a second.
Speaking of, happy Friday the 13th, everyone.
Oh, right. Happy Friday the 13th. I mean, 13 is Adam's birthday falls on the 13th, and every other bad thing that happens lands on the 13th. But hey, okay. It's this one right here, I think. Okay.
I think there's another one in October too.
Hold on a second.
Just in time for Halloween, there's a 13th.
Take
on
that
Friday.
off. Yeah. Is there another one?
Yeah, October, I think.
Why can't it land in July, right, Adam?
I know. It's not my birthday every once in a while.
Yeah. I just want to ask you guys though, who loved those yellow pants on Richard Allen?
Oh.
Right? Did you guys?
Remind me never to get arrested in Indiana if that's the color they make you wear.
Yeah. Were you guys jealous? I know I was, for sure. Anyways, let me quickly show that video I was talking about. This one. Ready? What? Jonathan Lee Riches, what the heck are you doing in Delphi? Yep. Do. I wouldn't want to touch this or that. Sunny time. That was it. Wait, that was the wrong one. Hold on a second. It's almost like it was supposed to be 20 seconds long, not 15. I think that was because you know how. Okay, I don't know about your guys' thing, but Filmora always makes a highlight clip. Was that the highlight clip? Okay, yeah. Here's the real one. It's 20 seconds, not 15. What? Jonathan Lee Riches, what the heck are you doing in Delphi? Yep. Do. I wouldn't want to touch this or that. Sunny time. I can't touch this. We all live in a yellow submarine. Okay, that was the end of it. You guys like that? Can't touch this, right? No, right. Okay, so let me just take that off the screen. There. You guys had to see the yellow submarine because those are just the most hideous pants ever. You're welcome for that. I purposely sent it up to YouTube just to make sure it wasn't going to get a copyright claim because if you break it up enough, you can usually get away with it. So, because it's just, and you can use like clips and parodies, but again, you have to break it up. You have to make it your own, right? You're crazy. Call me crazy. A lot of people do. Did you guys all see that? Yeah.
You don't want to upset MC Hammer.
I know, right? I'm just like, all I could think of was the Yellow Submarine song and MC Hammer when I saw those pants. They're like the biggest balloons ever. So Delphi. So change of venue didn't happen, but they're going to bring people in from another county. They're going to discuss that next week. Adam, hold on. Oh, did we not? Yeah. Okay, called it. Well, 80% of you people were saying there's going to be change of venue. You mean, Adam, we held firm to the bitter end, didn't we not? Did we not?
We did, and we were right.
Lewis, what was your answer? Did you say it was going to be a change in venue, or were you on our side? Don't lie now.
What,
Yeah,
what I had said is I don't think they're going to do it because I don't think she's the type of judge that would. But different situation, I think they might have. But in her situation, I was not expecting it.
Yeah, considering she said it wasn't going to change anyway. I was just going based on that part.
Same.
Okay.
I do back up the fact that I thought they'd have to bring in jurors. I don't think they take a local pool. But
and the gag order, no shocker to me. That gag order is going to be in place till it's time, really.
Yeah.
Actually,
I have a question. Why do you think it extends to the family? Because a lot of times when you see a gag order, it doesn't include the family members.
I think it's because they want the family to shut up.
Yeah, I think it's because you've had some extended family leak things already in the past.
Yeah.
And it's caused
Friends
a lot
and
of
family,
issues.
yeah. I think
especially if that leaked info winds up being associated with evidence, then
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to me that was just totally that there was too much of this going on, too many people leaking things and stuff like that.
Do you think it has anything to do with them trying to keep Richard Allen's family from mounting a defense in the public? Because they've really kind of been silent. They've been silenced as well.
Honestly, I just don't think that they wanted them talking about it. I just think that they wanted basically people to shut up. In a sense, not leaking or giving out information to the defense that could be pertinent or whatever. So I think it just all played a part. I think it was just simply you guys shut the hell up thing.
Kind of gives the family actually like the victim's family, it gives them the ability to not be hounded by the media as well.
Absolutely. I think it was like a tenfold type of thing. I think that honestly, it doesn't bug me none whatsoever.
No.
I mean, if it bugs anybody, then that's more of a personal need for knowledge. I personally don't. I just want justice for the girls at the end of the day as well. I don't have that thirst for I want to know answers. But in saying that, I think one of the biggest things that I felt was with that gag order in place, it did give the family maybe a break from having to always answer people's questions all the time. I know that some still do, some people still are saying stuff and whatever, but whatever. I mean, that's still to be expected. People are talkers by nature. But yeah. So I just think I was just hoping that it was going to give the family a nice break over the holidays and, just have some time, finally just to have a little bit of a breather from, in a sense, because when it's put in place, right? Like I said, you're in big doo-doo if you get caught and they want to press charges on that or do something. I would have liked to have seen almost someone get busted for it and see what happened.
I will tell you that I found that statement from the lawyers kind of interesting about family. When they were interviewing his lawyers today, I believe it was on Wish. It was one of the ones I sent you. And the lawyer said, yes, he misses his wife. And I was expecting to hear end family or end daughter or this and that, but he just said his wife. I found that, it could just be the lawyer slipping and not, naming anyone else, but I found it kind of odd that they didn't mention the rest of his family.
I sat there and went, and I actually didn't listen to what you said. I was off in outer space. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Lewis. Yeah, I didn't think of it when I heard of that. I didn't think of it too much, but I mean, I can see, it's odd that he wouldn't say his daughter, but his daughter,
the word family. I would have expected wife and family, but just wife. It was just odd that it looked like he was going to say something else and then didn't. I just thought that was kind of odd.
Yeah. And I guess his wife and mother were in court again this morning. And I guess he mouthed "I love you" to them.
Yeah. Right.
Same as he did last time.
Yeah. Kelly was saying that
we share birthday. Sorry.
Oh no, it was July 13th is my birthday. Oh, well, you know what? Welcome to the Cancer Club. Deb, don't look. All right. Who else said that they were a Cancer? My birthday is same as Adam's. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because 23 and 13 are 2 different days. So you corrected yourself. Okay. Unless of course you just love Adam and wanna be on the same day because you're jelly. I would I'd prefer the third. Mine's the third. Just a me. Just a me and more. Mhm. Okay, he may be trying to keep his wife on his good side as a witness.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, we don't know what she's told the FBI.
Yeah. Hmm.
I did see a question in there that how far away,
Oh, right.
Lewis, how far away do you think they'll have to go to get the jury pool?
You know, it's kind of hard to say, but I mean, they could probably find some people a little bit more local. I think they're going to probably at least go 50 to 100 miles. But I mean, that's just me speculating. I didn't hear anything today about that, but I would expect a minimum of that to find people that are. I don't think it's as much finding jury pool that isn't familiar with the case. I think it's more involved with finding people in the jury that are not associated in one way or another with either family members or people involved in the prosecution. So
Right.
I think they just need more of a divide since the area is so close and tight knit.
I mean, we can all say just from looking at Facebook over the last couple of years, how many of these people how closely these counties are all connected, right?
Yeah. I mean, you've only got like a few major businesses that employ thousands of people. So between like the different auto manufacturing plants and stuff like that, and I think Donaldson's is out there and all that, you're going to have people that are in one way or another either work with a family member or a friend of a family member or associated in one way or another. So I think that's the divide that they probably need to find.
Thank you, Deb, for sending me that.
Oh, Fibro, dad, aunt, and cousin all July 13th. Well, you've got a good dad, aunt, and cousin then.
I think there's a typo there, Fibro. I think it was 03. Like my birthday. But I have a twin. So it's okay. Fine. You guys can share it all.
You don't even get your own birthday. You have to share it with your twin.
Exactly. And my brother's is July 9th.
Oh,
Deb's probably rolling. Can you just feel Deb's eyes rolling in the back of her head right now? Shut it, Cancers. Just shut it. Not today, Pisces. Not today. Nope.
But Deb's probably like, oh, thank gosh, finally I can just do this. Close screen.
Yeah. Watch her do a video on Cancerians versus Pisces. And then she's gonna try to make it sound like Pisces are somewhat better than Cancers.
She'll be like, so this is what is the post-traumatic stress of being around Cancer.
I mean, Cancer really does suit me. I mean, pretty much my whole family's died of cancer, right? I'm a Cancer, and I got feisty claws, So when somebody comes like this at me, and it's just like right in your nose, dang. Cancer's dog. Thank you, Miss Dog Lover. I read that it's $4,000,049.
Yeah, Miss Dog Lover, that's an undertaking, I'll tell you.
What?
Missy Beavers. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. We'll wait for the music to go up. Hey guys, while we in between trials, would you consider looking into Missy Beavers? Why? Just the word beavers throws me off.
I mean, just the way that person was never caught on camera. I mean, the way that the crime was not caught on camera, but the person was on camera.
I really have to. You know what? I forgot about that one because
what's his name? Tom Upster.
Thank you. Tomahawk. He does that. Oh, hey, CD dude. Did you figure your stuff out? By the way, I hope so. I'm not going to say what
there's so many twists and turns in that case too that it definitely is a huge undertaking. I do think that perpetrator could be a female though.
There's some parts of that video that it does look like a female, not a male, the way they walk.
Yeah,
it's a very odd video. I mean, opening up certain doors, and it's one of those ones that's just a mystery.
Yeah.
How come the music never went off?
Oh.
Hey.
Whoa, it did hacking on your YouTube channel?
Every time I hear that song, I literally want to get.
Hold on. Hey guys, while we in between trials, would you consider looking into the missing Bevers case?
Bevers.
Terrifies me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. That song, every time that I hear it, I want to get up and get a drink. Call me a drunk. Some people do. No, just kidding. Well, no, I could use a drink. Pat Brown, thank you so much, Miss Dog Lover. Must love dogs. Pat Brown has an interesting take on Missy Beavers. Yeah, because there's another Pat Brown I remember. And I was like,
Profile.
yeah, yeah.
I don't think Orange Truck Pat Brown.
Okay.
You never know.
So CD had sent me a message earlier saying that basically his Gmail got hacked or whatever, and he never did answer me back. I always have a two-step verification code that always goes to my phone. Do you, CD? Because I know better now that one isn't. It's always best to have two. Even I don't find it annoying at all because I know that it has to come to my phone, and in order to get that code and stuff like that. So CD said, got it back some hours back. Attempted hacking on my YouTube channel. A-holes didn't get in though. Good on there. So, he's a target somewhere from within YouTube land, obviously. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. I always have all my things double verification. I got my phone, my iPad, whatever. It's just dang. Okay, enter the code.
Wait, Lisa, am I at 510 or am I at 910?
Yeah. What? I unsubbed since you got 910. Yeah, that was 910. 910 for sure.
I am at 910.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 57 people. Are they all in Truth and Transparency? Tyler Fellers? Who else? Come on. Who else is live right now?
Thank you, Yoni.
But whatever. We'll just call this sweet and quaint. As long as you guys all hit that like button. That's what matters. That's what matters. Hello, everyone. Busy week, but you guys look great. Thanks, Joan. Thank you. Okay. So, well, let me just quickly show, every time I
show it again. I'm gonna mute it. I'm gonna mute it if I have to hear it again.
Well, the dude's just part of it now.
I know. FP, is that on News Nation?
The 2-hour special on Moscow is live.
Or is that on is that on what's the Friday night show? Not 2020, the other
Dateline. Well, there's Dateline. It's on TV. Is that what it's talking about?
I'm assuming a 2-hour one. I was assuming would be either because it's Friday night. I would think it would either be Dateline or 48 hours or 2020. Dateline. Thank you, Deb. Well, I'll have to watch that tonight when we get off. No one leave to go watch it now. They can watch it when they get off on Peacock.
Yeah, I don't even have a TV, so it's fine. Heaven 57 says, I know you probably discuss this a lot, but do you believe that Alan R. is the right sus? I know what Adam's going to say. Go ahead, Adam.
Wait, what?
Do you believe that Alan is the right suspect?
I do, Heaven.
Okay. And Lewis?
I'm drawn on that one. I sit on the fence. I think it's possible that he's involved, but I still can't say 100% sure. I think it's him. I've not heard enough to say anything. I think there's too much controversial information out there to say I know for a fact it's him.
Oh, okay.
Well,
although I thought that I had the right frickin' BG, and I still find it so crazy, the similarities in so many ways, like ridiculous. I see so much of both of them. But because I see so much of both of them, if I'm wrong about Katie, then it's going to be Richard Allen, which obviously he was arrested. I know it's been a very confusing case. There are so many questions that I have said many times over. Oh, Marv and Frank are live right now as well.
I'm glad that they're alive.
Yeah, you're glad that they're alive. It's better than the alternative.
That's what she said. She said they're alive.
Yeah. I just have a lot of questions about why, like, where does anybody else's involvement lie? Why did Garrett Kurtz say stuff and Chris Mathis say stuff and Nick Edwards say stuff? And why is there all this mounding stuff that those people were talking about? It's just, that's why I'm just letting it play out. You know, I've put a lot of time and energy into it. I could care less to do that stuff anymore right now.
Right.
I mean, I honestly, I could. The only thing I can do is, like every one of you guys, is wait for answers to come anymore. Once somebody is arrested, you know, in a sense, you know, I look at the probability of if it is him, and again, if him and KD is so similar, but because, you know, I think that they have the right guy in this case. I'm going to say 100%. I'm close. I'm close enough to say, yeah, but not. I wouldn't say 100. I would say 99, maybe 98. I don't know, somewhere around there. I just figure that they must have the right guy, at least, even if
Right.
the whole case has been a kibosh of a, you know, like a circus, really. Well, just one thing after another. It's like this case just didn't want to be solved until it was the time, you know. So many mishaps, so many missteps, so much, you know, stuff that we heard from Ali. Again, I mean, the joke of it is that the first sketch was more close than the second sketch. So are we going to hear more about that second sketch? But they've really, it's like LE not knowing what they're doing, and it comes off as mind games to us because they don't know which end of their, you know, butt is up this way or that way or sideways. And that's how it felt. It just felt like they kept, even with the age and height and weight, on the, you know, their website, the ISP, you know, we got red long hair, we had like a mullet, you know, it's just everything, like
And then combine all the secrecy with that. What's got me still on the fence is how everything is being kept secret after he's been arrested. I mean, I understand you got to keep some things secret, but evidence is going to come out in court. There's obviously something else going on that they don't want everyone to know about yet, and it just puts a cloud over the whole situation, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even saying he's the one that did it. Even the charges come out in the way where they're not purposely saying he committed the crime. He committed another crime that led to that crime. It just doesn't, it doesn't solidify it with me when they're not making it 100% known to the public what actually happened.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff, I could literally show you KD's picture and that same slope is happening. Do you know? You know, so that's why it's like, you know, there's so many things, but it's not because, again, I sit here and go, oh yeah, I'm so adamant that it is, because I'm really not, because I did my best with what I had. Absolutely. I'm very proud of myself in so many ways, you know, but once you literally get somebody arrested and then you can compare, now you can take those pictures and compare, you know, that's when you can really look at things and go, wow. For me, it's wow. Like,
yeah.
Anyone
and you know, even Stefan's got a good point there. I could see if it was just Doug Carter that spoke in riddles.
Yeah.
But everything, the verbiage on everything is in riddles. Nothing is straightforward. Nothing is signed, sealed, delivered. This is it. Everything is still a riddle. It's still not the day. I mean, how more confusing can you make people feel about a case?
Yeah.
By making everything not conclusive.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
never
no.
should have gotten this computer. I'm just sitting here playing around, like watching
On
like
the-
videos on YouTube. While
He's not the only person involved. I don't think so. No way. Absolutely not. There's too many things that don't make sense, and all I'm doing is waiting the time out till we actually start getting some more clearer answers. And no, but the thing is, I'm not giving KD an apology or anything like that. Case isn't over. I want to know the truth, and then at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there that have been accusing other people like this whole time,
oh, right.
but who cares about them? Like, they have to take their own ownership. But when that day comes, that if I realize that he wasn't even part of it at all, then I owe him an apology, obviously, because that's the right thing to do. I was so adamant that I was right because of all the work that I did. Like, I literally, and then when I realized how similar KD looked and how Richard looked, like they could be brothers. Seriously, for KD's age now to Richard Allen's age back then, I look at them, and honestly, Adam, when I first seen that younger picture of Richard Allen, I thought it was KD. I literally thought it was KD. That's how similar I was thrown off. But anyways, I'm very proud of my work. I'm very happy with things that I did. And of course, I'll use hindsight to make myself a better person moving forward. Simple as that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But like I said, I want the case. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm like fully wrong yet until we see more about these other people or other person. And maybe we'll never find out the full truth. Maybe we simply won't, But again, I'll accept. I'll accept. Let me put it this way: in any upcoming cases in that, we might talk about somebody, but I'll never sit there and clearly think that, because what? If I literally was swearing on my bed, like my deathbed, saying that, what? I've done my homework here. I'm right. Like this, you guys, Garrett Kurtz, the whole 9 yards, holding of the pig at the crime scene, on and on. It's one of those things where everything is so perfectly set.
It's too perfect.
And then you go, how could I have been wrong? When you have everything so perfect that out of their mouths, what's there.
I mean, Jennifer Coffindoffer was just on News Nation 48 minutes ago.
Well, why should I feel bad when you got Jennifer, Coffindoffer, who was blaming
Coffin Hopper.
Yeah, Coffin Hopper.
She hops into the coffin hopper.
Yeah. But yeah, anyone else buffering? It's just you, Steffa. Yeah. Jeff, I agree. What you guys going on about? I need to hear him say, "Guys, down the hill." That would be great if you would do that. I look at that dude, and I'm like thinking, so you're the one? Like, you're the one? Really? You're the one? It's mind-boggling to my head, especially since there's very little about him. It's just, it's like a dead-end street. So unless I'm a police officer myself interrogating people, which I'm not, but I'd love to, other than that, I got no place to go. There's no social media. I mean, I can keep looking at pictures and stuff just to determine what else might be at the crime scene, but that's just for personal knowledge of trying to attach like the thought of what was there. So if cameras are there, okay, well, we can make sense of cameras. Why would cameras be somewhere? Obviously for a reason, probably a recording, all those different things. There was a lot of, so that's just more entertainment for myself to do, because that I find actually soothing to look at pictures and try to make the best of them. But I'm so over that right now. I just would rather work on Idaho or some other case, because it's just, it's work I don't need to do, and I don't like doing things that waste my time when my time could be best served elsewhere, in helping and showing off other things than sitting there wasting my time looking at pictures. One day the answers will hopefully come out. Right. I know. Thank you, Adam, for that message. Absolutely. Your heart wasn't, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Heart was in the right place. Yeah. Like I said, I am blown away a little bit by it all, because when I heard there was arrest, I was like, hey, is Katie arrested? Katie? I was ready to be like, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. But this Richard Allen pops out of nowhere.
But, you've got to play devil's advocate and look, because there's so many cases where departments have just focused on one person after a while that was completely innocent, and they've pushed so hard, put them in jail. I mean, it reminds me that there's that one case in Algonquin, Illinois, where the guy was actually charged and convicted 3 different times and was able to get the conviction overthrown, and then finally he served 20 years. And the police went so as far to actually discredit the 11-year-old victim who did pass away with having a history of why they found other evidence, and put her name in a bad light. And this is an 11-year-old girl. And they attacked her character in order to put a guy away that didn't have anything to do with the crime. So you do have to worry, because you do get departments that just get so overrun with having to solve the case that they run with what they have and they ignore everything else. And I wonder if that might be a direction that happens in this case, whether it was earlier people looked at, why they didn't actually look at Allen, or with Allen just spitting at the end and having to put somebody away.
Oh, thank you. Looks Sunny 69.
Perfect. We can just get 969. I'm working on new numbers now. Yeah. Miss Dog Lover's taking us back with her. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working on the Tinley Park. Oh, right. There's so many cases. It's so sad. It's just sad. Suzanne Morphews is 2020. This is 2023 coming up, and hers was May 10th on Mother's Day. Like, those ones sting. It's one thing that when they left, it was like literally Mother's Day. I won't drop the soap. Must love dogs.
That Lane Bryant store shoot, that is a horrible crime, and the fact that they've never found him is just insane.
Lisa Marie Presley to be buried at Graceland.
Let's see here. Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Aww. Again, rest in peace, prayers for
that was sad.
Miss Priscilla Presley and her family. Very sad. I always think about the children too right away.
Well, and her son that passed away too.
Yeah.
He lost that son 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
So sad. Not to squirrel, but I saw that pop up and I was like, oh.
Squirrel. Get off your computer, Adam. Just kidding. Now, I just wanted to remind you too that next Thursday, I was going to say July, because we were talking so much July, January 19th, Psychic Sleuth, Psychic Sleuth will be here on the live. We'll be doing it at a regular time, 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Mountain, 8:30 Central, and 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that will be on January 19th. I've already put out the thumbnail and everything like that, and I'll just be pushing it throughout the week.
I know I've gone into that live accidentally twice now. Like when when you go into StreamYard, I'm like, oh, and like it says enter live. I'm like, twice.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was talking to Rochelle just for a little bit yesterday there, because Rochelle was like, our channels were very similar in members numbers. Rochelle is, I think, pretty much at 17K right now, and she
that'll
said
be
something
next week, Sonny.
Pardon?
That'll be me next week.
She said she went viral on TikTok.
Yeah, she has been.
Yeah, so obviously, something went viral and people pick it up, right? and stuff like that. So good on her. Like, honestly, it's hard work. It's a lot of work. No different, lots of jobs are hard work, but
Right.
people deserve to reap the rewards for the hard work they do.
Right.
And so, right.
Well, hey, I put in no hard work, and I got 124,000 views on that one thing on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's considered viral, but in my world, it is.
Yeah, she puts in a lot of hours back to back and does a lot of readings for people privately on top of the stuff that she does for open crimes.
Yeah.
So she's been doing it for over 10 years, and she's just now starting to take off. I give her a lot of credit for putting the time and effort in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would. And sorry, I seen Sharon's comment. Sharon, I was just talking with Alexa. I know she's been quite quiet in this past week and whatever, because I've checked up on her to be like, "Are you okay?" And yeah, so I just talked to her about an hour ago, even less, or whatever. I mean, her kids were sick. I think she said that they're better enough that they're fighting again. Yeah, so on there. And like I said, maybe she just wants to break. I just check in to see how she's doing. Metal Mama Michelle as well. She's having issues with her eye, at least one eye that we know of. And
what are we doing people's eyes?
I know, right? So I want you guys to really. Metal Mama Michelle was quite a regular in here prior to Christmas, but then actually about a month before Christmas, and then she went on vacation to go visiting her son and her family and stuff like that. And then her dad was having issues. Anyways, now she's having some issues, very serious issues. And if we can just give Metal Mama Michelle some prayers, because again, I think I don't, basically out of her one eye, she's saying she can't see. And so that's not good. Obviously, you got Lewis over here, maybe. So for Michelle's, I wonder if it's on her left side. Imagine if you guys were on a live and she had an eye patch on there. Yeah. Anyways, I just want to send out prayers for Metal Mama Michelle as well. And yeah, no, she's not sick. Like I said, I mean, I'm just asking her, hey, are you okay? So when somebody acts different, like it's like you're used to them. Like Alexa's usually typically in chat all the time, whatever. And then when they go astray and you're not really seeing them as much, you're like, you okay? When really she could just be taking it easy,
Right.
or just silently watching channels. Everyone needs their breaks. Everyone. As long as she tells me she's okay and that the kids are okay and she's good, then I'm good with that. CIRCUS, who said something about a family member of Kaylee's being graded. Yeah, I seen that, Jeff. I was watching that as well. Plus the other one that somebody sent me as well. I will give credit where credit is due. Psychic Sleuth has herd of animals. Anyone that has that many animals cares very deeply about people as well. And I know that when
like web sleuths.
Hey,
like web sleuths.
Yeah. When I just personally for myself, when I look to somebody's heart and who they are as a person, I know very much so that Psychic Sleuth is a very spiritual person. And just like I get certain things, in a sense, I can understand that she would as well. Like, meaning I just look for the true heart, regardless of whatever anyone thinks of the abilities of psychics and whatever, each to their own. They take a hard rap because of Miss Cleo there that started off all that stuff. But they do take a hard rap because it's like it's not tangible. They think that they're just always grasping for straws, and a lot are. A lot of them are. Is it time for Cordy to say hi? Yeah? Time for Cordy to say hi. Where's Cordy? Cordy. I know Cordy came in here the other day. You don't see Cordy too much, every now and again, but then all of a sudden he'll pop up and a little bit. You rang? Cordy, are you in the house? Yeah. But anyway, so it's not. She's okay. On when she's on the 19th, we'll be discussing her book that she has as well. I didn't know she was had a book, but it's not ready yet. But she's gonna, I think Amazon's picking it up or something. When it's ready, we're going to be talking about a few of the cases, about the stuff that like with the Delphi and Idaho that's been going on here. We're going to talk about, how she all of a sudden jumped to 10K subscribers, and basically, ask her when she started. For instance, like she scribbles, right? Kind of like that Tyler guy on TV. She scribbles, and I want to, just ask her those personal questions, like when she started, what age did she feel like, that she could communicate, just that stuff, that like that knowledgeable stuff, So again, people have their strong opinions and that about it, but you know what? When she was on here, that was one of the highest viewed lives. That just shows you how many people actually do like that stuff. They do, regardless if that person's good or not. But they do. People want to know about the other side. They want to know different things. So I'm all down for that.
And another way to tell how genuine things are is she's got a very strong, loyal following like you do.
Yeah.
And when you've got a channel that actually has consistent members that follow and join in all the time, you know that there's something there that people actually enjoy and trust.
Yeah. I mean, I would never go back to somebody's channel again if I felt like they were just a joke and stuff like that. Personally, I wouldn't. But she's grown, So are we. Higher we grow, the less our numbers are.
Right, and it's same thing with you. You've got a strong group of loyal people that come in all the time.
Absolutely.
And you don't get that with the other channels. Their numbers get high, but it's a revolving door.
Yeah. You know what? What I really do like about our channel, when I think of the other channels or these channels that I've watched, I really like we have a good sense of humor here.
We do.
At It's a Crime and Shame, and we can joke around. And a lot of times it's just more serious stuff, and they keep going. And I mean, and so like I like that. I like the fact that it's kind of that place you can come, and if you want to fast forward and watch the replay and don't want to listen to me talk about my strenuous day today, so be it. And but again, it's kind of like, I think of it like you guys are all my friends, that you guys come in here. It's my place to be able to let out that sociable butterfly that I typically am in the real world, and then and have you guys fulfill that cup of mojo for me, and I get to create videos.
Right.
Yeah. What else we got there? Are you very intuitive?
Aussie, I'm an ENTJ.
I'm an ENFP. I'm a campaigner. I am a campaigner. That's my.
I'm a CEO.
Oh, I'm a BIF. I don't know what that is. Biff.
Me and Steve Jobs and
yeah.
Oh, what's his name? Bill Gates.
Okay, so
they know a bit more about computers than I do.
Yeah. So there's, again, with Delphi, I want to go back to something on there. So we know that probably in March, it's likely almost going to happen that they're going to change the dates. It's not going to happen in March. Chances are they feel like it's too soon. They need more time, blah, blah, blah. Stuff always happens.
I'm going to say they're going to postpone it to September.
Yeah, you're right. Somewhere around there in the fall. I'm going to agree.
And then I'm still not saying it's going to happen then, but but I think they're going to postpone it till September.
Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth, you must be catching us at the wrong times. I'm typically yelling over both of them. I don't watch TikTok. Well, first of all, Kelly, you spelled TikTok proper. That just shows. But I do watch YouTube shorts and tend to subscribe to people I like just so their shorts come up regularly. That's good. And for people that are monetized with their channels, that kicks in February 1st. Is when that kicks in. Yeah. And like there's all these rules and regulations, of course, and blah 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 blah. I don't care. It's just extra money though, right? Make some shorts if it hits. If then whatever.
10 million, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's a little bit of a change up making shorts, right?
Yeah, I like making shorts.
Well, that's under par with the 20 million views I'm used to on my TikTok. I think the highest view I have is like 287 or something. But I don't really do anything. I know. Go on, Adam. Braggadocious rates here. What's it at now, Adam? Go ahead. What's it at?
That one is just at
That's silly.
123,000 K. And then the other one's at 26,000 K.
Nice.
And there's one at 15,000 K.
Yeah.
And then my one from yesterday is at 1,000 K.
Right.
Or 1K.
Yeah.
So, oh well,
Yeah,
the thing on TikTok is that doesn't translate to subscribers.
Right. Yeah. Well, hold on. What isn't that how
I only have 400 subscribers on TikTok.
Oh, I get it. Darn it. One day I'm gonna be viral on something. Or I'm gonna get a virus. Oh, okay. Okay. So is there anything else that anyone wanted to bring up with regards to Delphi before we move on? We're kind of at the hour mark. Half an hour was used up by me and Lewis mostly. I can't really blame Adam because Adam's life was boring today, apparently, besides our live. Yeah. So if not, we're going to go on to Idaho. Near the end of the video, a male is seen and heard telling the guys down the hill. I sure hope you can see that guy very well in the video.
Huh?
What?
Sorry, Jeff. Like, huh? I just didn't understand. I was like,
I don't understand that actually. Near the end of the video, a male is seen and heard telling the guys down the hill, I heard, sure hope you can see that guy very well in the video. Jeff?
I think what he's pointing out is the fact that in the document it was worded that he was seen and heard. So they're hoping that there's more video we've not seen that actually gives a better shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about when you said, I sure hope you can see that guy very well. I'm like, well, give me the darn audio or video, and I will do just that.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, yeah.
You're talking all nerdy and stuff from like affidavit and stuff. I get it. Now I get it. All right. Because at first we thought you were like tweaking like no tomorrow. You're just some of that.
Friday night.
Okay.
And the feeling's right.
Sing it.
That's as much as I got.
Okay. Can you read Nicole's thing? I just wanted to look at something quickly and then I'll come back. But the one that's up there, what she put. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Hi, beautiful people. Beautiful people. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, Elizabeth, we dodged the worst of it. I mean, we had bad weather here in North Carolina, but nothing compared to like what Alabama went through yesterday. And I know Indiana had some storms yesterday. I mean, a lot of the Southeast did, but nothing crazy in North Carolina, really.
Hey, Adam, we've been green all this whole entire life so far.
Hey, cool.
I guess when we don't use the M words, so try to take it easy on those words, guys. The M words and the R words and those things, those bad words.
Well, we haven't played it. Well, you did play a clip.
Mm-hmm. What clip? No, didn't play one yet.
Yeah, you did. You played your video.
Yeah, but that one wasn't. That was just a song thing. I do. So wait, what did Nicole say? I wonder, since Richard Allen has been locked up for any tape conversations talking about the case to whomever if there was
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, PJ, I know you said that earlier today, and I'm so sorry for everything you guys went through in Alabama yesterday.
My small little town in Alabama got hit by a tornado tomorrow.
I know you meant yesterday. But
PJ,
You know, I wanted to ask.
What happened there?
Yeah, Sonny. I'm
What?
not sure. I don't see Nicole's stuff in chat anymore, and she was wishing me a happy birthday the other night. I'm wondering if she accidentally blocked me when she copied my name in chat the other night, because I no longer see any of the stuff she posts.
There you go, Nicole. You accidentally blocked Lewis. Good on you. Good on you. I've tried to block him, but it's hard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. Well, we're here for you.
Thanks, Nicole. Yeah. Hugs.
Oh yeah. We got the severe weather, like Callie said. You know, we didn't have it. I'm just comparing it to nothing like Alabama got.
Yeah. Anonymous relative said in a group that he was innocent because it was a security guard who actually. Yeah. No. That's just piling on more manure to the mountain. And there's been a lot of that. The prohibited effort.
Yes.
Yeah, give me a second. Guys.
Clayton, North Carolina. I don't know where is Clayton, North Carolina. And PJ, yeah, I know. I saw it. Selma, Alabama looked horrible. I pray for everyone there. Yeah, Nicole. And Lisa says, yeah. Steffa says, Nicole says she purposely blocked you, Lewis. She did not want to see you.
Well, that's good. Now, her messages popped up after I said that, so I don't know. I see her stuff on the screen in the live, but not on my phone anymore, but now I do.
Huh. Okay.
You know what, Adam? I think that I think that they've been passing around the blunt just a little bit hard.
You're leaving us out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
I'm thinking YouTube problem.
I'm thinking it's a user problem. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, right. I want to go look at
I don't see what you're trying to say.
She left us.
Now I really don't see her.
Austin says Grant Buck claims he sees tornadoes every time it rains. I don't think he knows what a tornado looks like.
Yeah, did you see that thing that they mentioned in chat, Adam, about the security guard and all that nonsense?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't put any weight to it, but we'll see, I guess.
Is that to do with Richard Allen, right? I'm assuming.
No, that had to do with Idaho.
Oh, Idaho. That's good. See, that's what I thought. But then FP, we were going right and you went left because I was literally thinking about bringing up that post and talking about it because Deb had sent it to me. Go ahead, Adam.
Well, should we move on to Idaho then?
Yeah. You guys, we're going to move on to Idaho. We can touch back on Delphi throughout the night. And I need to bring in where is my thing? There it is. Okay, let me bring in what Deb sent me. Oh, Adam, remember this picture I was showing you?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. And your audio didn't play?
No. Remember that in our chat?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say to you. Was that all of a sudden I was like, oh wait, that's I think Tawny that's in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, wait a second. Pretty sure that's that same picture that's in our chat.
Tawny, Montana.
Yeah. On there.
Interesting.
Yeah, not gonna say the real name, but yeah. That's why I was like, wait a second here. Is that Tawny? Okay, so let me bring in those 3 things and hold on. Let me come back to the live for a sec so I can take us off. So I can make it bigger for you guys. Make sure I have, okay. So this says, okay, let's see here. I am here. You guys can see that pretty good. Yeah. I'm posting anonymously because Brian is my family, and you people in this group act like vultures and rabid raccoons. Well, I don't really like to. I'm not a vulture. Raccoon, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Brian is innocent, and you will see. Wait, remember somebody said that Truth and Transparency was advocating for him, I think? So Brian is innocent, and you will see he has been framed by his, you guys can read that, the D drug partner, friend, the security guard from the university. They were doing, I'm just going to call it D for, you know what I'm talking about. Those little obituates or whatever they're called. Okay, they were doing D together in the parking lot as they had done numerous times. But when security guards started acting like a peeping Tom outside the girl's window, Brian left security guard and drove back, okay, to his apartment. The reason the phone was off is because the battery was flat and security guard was using the car charger. Brian put his phone on charge when he left the parking lot and he switched it. Okay, so hence the sheath with his DNA though was in the house. Okay, let's see here. Hey, get back over here. Okay, that was the first one. In here, okay. The parking lot switched it back on when he was near his apartment because that's how long it took to get a charge going. Brian's knife was in the car and security guard was holding it because he used it to chop the, good drug stuff. Even though I just said drug. Okay. Yes, I said the C word. You guys know what drug that is because Brian stopped, stopped cocaine because Brian stopped heroin years back and substituted the drug with cocaine.
So 12 to 13 times?
Yeah. He has tried so hard to stop everything, but he's an addict, which I believe so. And he's had bad migraines, so the drug actually helps him. He had no idea security guard was going to do what he did, and he just wanted to teach security guard a lesson by leaving him behind. Brian actually feels terrible that he left this maniac behind, but it's not his fault. You people need to stop with these singing videos and funny pictures of that ended off somewhere down here, didn't it? Yeah. Where did it end?
Brian and my funny pictures of Brian and my dad.
Oh, there we are. Yeah.
To you for everything you have. Who's writing this?
No idea. Anonymous. All of you.
And my dad.
Yeah. Brian and my dad. Or we will. Oh, my dad. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and sue.
So yeah. Is this person like alleging to be the sister?
Said anonymous family member, but.
So Brian and my dad, or we will sue you for everything you have. Blah, 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 blah. blah, blah. All right. Well, that's what you call a first class idiot right there. On there. Let's see. Oh, there's people talking. Sunny yo. 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 Okay, hold on. I'm back up here. Yeah, 12 to 13 times. Again, how this person isn't
Right.
saying Brian told me. Hey, look at Jeff saying the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. Truth and transparency wants everyone to join her 501c fight for a family that helps get people out of jail. What's a 501c, first of all?
Nonprofit.
That helps to get people out of jail?
£4.49. Thank you.
Maybe she.
Hold tight while I submit this for the book prize for fiction 2023.
What was that? Oh, hey, Miss Dog Lover.
Oh, thank you, Miss Dog Lover.
For the Booker Prize for fiction 2000, right? So hold on a second. Let me get this right. So truth and transparency supports these people getting out of really? So what's up with all of it?
Remember she said that she thinks that that he's innocent?
No, I don't. I would have to watch her. And I only watched her the one time.
Sorry, I was hungry.
Yeah. I don't watch her besides the video that she had put out. But if that's the case, I won't watch her ever again, to be honest. If that's the case, I don't support it. Why would anyone support that? So someone like Chris Watts, really?
Right.
If that's true. I mean, I'm just going by what's being said here, but if that's true, never catch me in that lie or a lie of hers. Never was in there. I was only in there the one time. I thought someone was pulling my leg yesterday because of all the videos that she was shooting. You know, I'm not even going to try to wrap that around my head. Because that's just insane in the membrane. Thank you very much, Miss Dog Lover. Charity.
Sorry, Deb. I'm sorry. I was eating a pickle.
Very few things. Okay, wait, but just hey, I have to wrap my head around this. So, her cause is for what? It's a charity. You guys even know?
I mean, a 501c is like a nonprofit.
Yeah, 501c means tax exempt status for nonprofit.
Okay. But this is to support getting people that have done bad things out of jail?
You know, there's a lot of groups that do stuff like that. I've just never heard of them before, so I don't know what they do. But there's programs out there that help to get people released early without having to go through their case just because of the amount of time they've been in, type of crime. So
yeah, I'm not into that whatsoever. At all seems quite.
An Innocence Project type thing I stand behind, but the ones that are pushing for early release just because I don't agree with that.
Tax write-off organizations are, yeah. Never catch me volunteering for that. And says turns this video into an ASMR channel. I know, right? I was like, Deb, do you hear that? I was like, is that him just sitting there eating and jumping?
Yep.
I
100% was.
I know you were.
I took down a whole dill pickle.
Is that what that was? Is that what that was?
100%.
No, don't worry about it. Yeah, BK did it. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. With all the stuff that they have on him, DNA, the 12 times that the vehicle was over there. I'm sure Mr. Security Guard was there all those times in his vehicle. Yeah. Crap. That's just a bunch of horse pucky manure. No one successfully is suing anyone for funny pictures, including. Oh, I know. You know what? people always say the same things. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to do this. And it's like blah, 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 blah.
Oh, good. So was it 2020 that did it tonight or Dateline? Sorry, I was reading. Oh, and they want us to bring Steffa on for a minute.
For what? Why?
She wants to tell us all something.
Profit? Okay. Well, dude. Okay, but are you just going to say the same thing you said literally right there? Is that what's going to happen? Support with Steffa. I'll send you the link, Missy. 1 second. Do it.
Oh, so they both did an Idaho show tonight. Okay. Well, I guess when I go to bed tonight, I'll have to put one of them on.
Oh, where's Steffa? Where are you? Oh, there you are, Steffa. Mr. Jones. Anyway, Deb, thanks again for sending that. I never even heard of it.
Steffa has information.
Is that what she's saying?
Yeah.
She's in the know.
2020 episode was good. I didn't watch it. Do you know? I sent it to the group. I'm not sure if you guys had seen it prior, but there's the Chronicles of Olivia that did the 1 hour show with the Consalves family. I'm hiding you. Here, I'll put you up top. What's up, girl?
Oh yeah, I just came up here to say nothing. Feel like just gonna say the same thing.
It's okay. Sometimes we do that too. We say a whole lot of nothing and a lot of something sometimes.
Okay, bye. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I actually originally wanted to come up because I was trying to get your attention because I wanted to show you something I saw in the PCA after another creator pointed it out. However, we got on the truth and transparency thing, and the nonprofit helps. It's called Fight for the Family, and it helps get people out of jail / prison. For example, Chris Watts, he went out to help him get an attorney for him to get his. He pleaded guilty, so I forget what it's called. You can't get an appeal, but it's
Albert plea?
No. It's when you've already pled guilty, so you can't get an appeal. I always want to say 501c, but that's for profit. The 503 or something. It's it's the equal to an appeal for somebody that pled guilty. And he only had 3 years to do it because of some of the other charges he was on. So she and Chris Watts' dad went out to Colorado in March of 2021 to get him an attorney. This is Lana.
Wow.
Hey, CD, I met her through the Chris Watts stuff. And I actually reached out to her to help me research Delphi. And that's how I got to know her a little better. But she then started working on another person
Go ahead,
for her 501c that's in prison. And she went up to Pennsylvania to try to get him as not guilty or get a non-guilty original verdict, and is now trying to help him get out of prison. So then when I watched a little bit of the stream, and it seems like we're kind of morphing into that same realm, because she had said that whole conspiracy. The police are saying, why didn't the police get the, remember the gas station thing, the gas station video?
Yeah.
Yeah, the marathon station stuff.
No. She's not talking Delphi. She's talking about
truth and transparency, Lana. So today
Gotcha.
she had talked about that 3:20 something or whatever, where when we had found out about that way before they had made the arrest.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, starting with the whole, why wasn't that in the PCA? And, I saw the whole conspiracy thing going on again. I was like, no, don't do it on this case. There's way too much that shows. But I don't want to say bad things about her. I'm just saying that when you see that.
Who would want to even remotely help someone like Chris Watts that took 3 children, a wife? Who would want to stand for that? Who would?
Now, Steph, were you referring to that law that changed in 18? Is that what they were pushing for, where a judge can now overrule a minimum sentence requirement to get you released early?
No, what he was trying to do was get. Let me look it up. It's a how to appeal a to guilty. Okay, it's called a. Why can't I think of it? I'm having a mind blank. You have the right because he didn't go through a trial. It's going to give him a trial, basically. So they were trying to get a trial for him. So they found an attorney that was going to do it, and Chris changed his mind right before it was time. But Lana put a lot of work into it to get him this attorney. So Lana,
What a bunch of useless work.
Jace, what'd you say?
What a bunch of useless work on a useless piece of shit like Chris Watts.
Well, that's when you hear people like joke about you have your binders. That was where that term came from, because I mean, she really did work really hard on all this stuff of Chris Watts' information on the binders. And she did find a lot of information as far as the case goes that had never been released. Well, so there was a lot of information. I'm not saying Chris Watts is innocent by any means. I'm just saying that she is not dumb by any means. We're just different.
It has nothing to be about being dumb.
I know.
It's
morality.
Yeah. It's like what normal person to me would like generalize more. Most normal people would not be like, would never sit there like and want like, come on. Like you would never see me standing in line ever to advocate for those pieces of crap.
What CD just said, it's called a 35C. That's why I kept going 301. I was getting confused. Yes, CD. And that's how the nonprofit started, Fight for a Family, because they were going to raise money. They were for Chris Watts but not legally. They weren't allowed. So they started this nonprofit to help people get out of jail/prison without saying we're getting money for Chris Watts. Okay, right. That's what it was. So I
remember you telling me about this before.
Do you remember that? The big premiere they had for J for Justice and it was a big to-do production they had. And but Chris Watts apparently changed his mind. Well, I've heard two stories. I've heard her say she changed his mind because he didn't want everything to come out, all of the true stuff, because he's never said what really happened that night. It's just been speculation from law enforcement and people. And I think that there was only people that had pledged. People didn't pledge the money they thought they were going to get him out. So that's what.
I'm sorry, but that's just a whole ball of freaking
crazy.
Thank you. I was going to say loony. Okay.
Well, he'll never get it now. So.
Well, I can't believe that there's people out there that actually advocate for people like him. Like, I mean, the whole thing with even the Brian Kohlberger stuff, it's, it's all about showing stuff about how he's guilty now. So what now? All of a sudden he's arrested, and now it's like, oh, let's get on this bandwagon. He didn't do anything. Obviously, here's why now. Oh my God. Like,
Hey, Sean.
They got somebody named Jane, somebody that Lana got that agreed to take the case. Well, according to her, I wasn't there for that. That happened in March. It was maybe they went in February. I think it was March.
Crazy.
But it was a big to do, and they did a whole video on it, and it was all big in the true crime community back then. Like, it was like, oh gosh, they're having this big meeting, and what's going to happen, yada yada yada. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. That's what I was.
I mean,
when you brought it up, I was just trying to explain.
Well, and each to their own. I mean, first and foremost, each to your own. Even if I think that's a loony bin that would do something like that, that's my personal opinion. But I can't, for me personally, when I hear stuff like that, it makes me want to throw up, vomit, puke. And the people that do that for these people, I don't give a crap. He took 4 lives. The only thing you deserve is to be buried 6 feet under yourself, dude. And you got people like that are sitting there advocating to try to help them, raise them, help them get out of jail.
Yeah.
Again, I believe in each to their own. But I'm just saying, personally, my opinion is, that's crazy. That's disgusting. And honestly, I would never, ever want to be part of anything with that person ever in my entire life, or those type of people that would actually advocate for that stuff.
Yeah.
How ridiculous. How ridiculous.
Yeah. And I agree with CD. I think that, I think Nicole probably definitely knew more.
Oh, Nicole.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole was a part of all of it, in my opinion. I mean, this is my opinion. I don't know. And I don't know what Nicole, whatever happened to Nicole, I don't know. But I think that there were several involved, in my opinion. Totally in my opinion. And whether Chris Rotz did the deed or not of the actual murdering, it doesn't matter. It's because of him that they're dead.
He did.
But I think it had to do more about getting money from Anadarko, and that is my opinion. But that's a whole nother show. So let's not go there.
There's nothing towards you, but those people need to find an island. Honestly,
not the one you and Callie are gonna win.
Watts Island. That's what it's called. Watts Island.
Yeah. Seriously.
Miss Dog Lovers.
But
4 pounds and 49 pence. Thank you.
So I wanted to show you this.
Wait, 1 second.
Absolutely horrendous.
Oh.
To poor Shannon. Say, Bella and Nico. Baby angel. Baby angel. Baby angel.
Thank you, Miss Dog Lover.
Oh, okay, Sudie. Thank you, Miss Dog Lover. Sorry, it's just that no one's going to hear you because that thing's going to start talking. Yeah, thank you, Miss Dog Lover. The Chris Watts, yeah. I already knew about the case prior to it coming back out again and all that stuff. I was never giving that guy ever a moment of my time. Even to say his name out of my mouth makes me want to hurl. 3 children. 2 alive, 1 unborn, the wife, anyways, thanks, Steffa. Thank you for explaining it. Obviously I appreciate that part of it. And again, I still each to their own how they do things. You're not going to enter my circle of life ever.
Me either. Well, I brought it into my life for a short period of time, and I want to be careful what I say because that person lives in my state and I don't want them to hurt me. Yeah. So, and they've had to get
Is that the mental state?
Yeah, we are the mental state. I don't want to get hurt myself. So I'm going to be careful what I say, and whether that would be physical
absolutely.
Or online. So I don't want to say anything else about that person because of that.
Yeah.
But I wanted to. No, I'm embarrassed. I don't mean to keep talking over. There's like a lag. I apologize.
No, good.
Should I?
Did you want to say something? Did you say?
Yes. What I wanted to say was, originally you had said, do you want to go talk about anything from Delphi before you go on? And it was something that I saw in this probable cause after a creator showed it, and I never caught it before. And I highlighted it in the probable cause, and I wanted to see if I could show it to you really quick. I'm out. I'll never bother you again. Just kidding. I will. I'll be back tomorrow.
You're such a liar. This is a 3 lies and truth thing, isn't it? No.
Okay, so, oh gosh, I just moved. Now, why did I move? Okay, can I share my screen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let me hit.
I meant absolutely not, Steffa. See ya. Have a good night. Thank you so much for
joining. Just be careful what you show us.
Yeah. This is actually what I wanted to show, but then we got on this other stuff in. Shanann did never hurt those girls ever, 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 ever. Okay. Let's see. Present. They changed the name of it. It used to be called
Who's your daddy?
It used to just say share. Now it says present.
Yeah, now I know. I know it throws me off too. I like the
Very.
word. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get to the page.
This is like a mind warp right here. Okay, thank you.
Okay, can you see where I like highlighted?
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
zoom in?
Can you zoom in?
Okay, let me see.
Do you have a zoom on that one? Oh yeah, right at the bottom there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It says the video recovered from victim 2's phone shows victim 1 walking southeast on the Monon High Bridge while here's the male subject, got that part? Male subject, wearing a dark jacket and jeans walks behind her. As the male subject approaches victim 1 and victim 2, one of the victim mentions gun. Near the end of the video, they mentioned male subject twice. So they say, and then at the they say male subject walks behind her. As the male subject approaches victim 1 and 2, one of the victims mentions gun. Okay, so we're talking about a male subject twice. And then they say the gun. So now we're at the end of the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where the gun would come in. So it says there's nothing in between there. It says near the end of the video, a male, doesn't say male subject. It says a male is seen and heard telling the girls, guys, go down the hill. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to say.
You're saying there's two people.
I didn't say there is. I'm just saying the wording there suggests that it could be possible.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely believe that somebody else was at the end of the bridge.
I never did. I always thought that there was somebody like maybe over by the crime scene or maybe at the bottom of the hill.
Right, right.
And now I wonder what I don't know.
I always felt like there was somebody at that other end.
But this is kind of saying they're not telling us it's not somebody at the other end at the other end, because it's saying subject, and then all of a sudden just male.
Right.
So that's
and it could be nothing, and it could be something.
I know.
Right.
I wanted to share that because I saw that on somebody's a video somebody had done, and I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I ever catch that? Now I got to read the whole thing over and learn. And
I know. I know, because everyone has their takes on different things. And I mean, we saw that with Doug Carter and everything that he said, and stuff like that. But right, it might mean something and it might mean nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, on there. One of these people doesn't belong here. One of these people isn't the same.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for having me up. You guys are amazing.
Oh, no, Alexa. Yeah, I called you Alexa.
I wish I was Alexa. She's a pretty smart girl.
On there, yeah.
You're pretty smart.
You're pretty smart yourself there, chick.
I'm on the medical side, though. I like to get more on the forensic side, but that's okay.
Yeah.
One day.
And you're kind of a pretty chick, too, that I try not to flirt with you, but it's hard. It's hard.
Well,
right? Don't tell CD.
Well, I think you're sexy too, girl.
I don't need that ego boost. I already have enough of that. No, just kidding.
Keep talking.
Love you. No.
Love you more.
Thanks, Steph, for sharing that though. Yeah. Let's see here. Steph, we knew the gun was out there from that day. Think about a witness account of the male in black. We know there is 2. There is more to come to Delphi. Got it. Exactly. I interpret the affidavit as referring to just one male. Jeff, when the day comes, are you just going to say, Sonny, I'm sorry I was wrong about that? I'm just kidding. You could be right. I doubt it, though. Usually women are right more than men. Okay. No one's going to debate that. Perfect. Okay. I think it would have said male subject 1 and male subject 2. Subject is just an added word. It doesn't say suspect. You'll eat crow. I was like, who's that? And then I picture a crow in my head. Now, Okay, so we're going to drop that other Looney Tune topic, not because of stuff or whatever, just because that's just crazy talk right there. Yeah. What can I say? Each to their own.
You're welcome.
Each to their own. What?
I don't know. It didn't pop up.
What didn't?
I gifted some memberships.
Did you really?
I
Are you
did.
feeling rich?
I did.
Hmm.
I'm sure. I don't know why it didn't pop up on the thing though. Oh well.
I don't hear anything yet.
Yeah. But yeah, Grandma Watches got one.
Oh, really? How come I'm not? Oh, I'll hear the music soon enough, I think. But
DD, Sierra,
oh, let me just take a
Angelic Darkness, and Lisbeth.
Oh, nice, nice. Watch YouTube turn a screen because they're going to be like, oh, Adam was so nice. Let's go green. Let's see here. Yeah, it's because I'm not in the actual, because in StreamYard, if I was in the actual chat that you guys are seeing, okay, let me go to the live, for instance. If I go to the live, whoa, live is squeaking on by here. Let's take a look. Mind you, the live in here is going like a mile a minute. Yeah, it's going so fast. And it's like it's trying to catch up. Yeah. Oh, fine. Yeah, my live's still trying to catch up. I'm in the studio one. Hi, honey, what you doing?
Try to tuna pasta, Johnson.
Sure.
Pasta belly.
Sure. Thank you. Okay. So, how many did you get? 5?
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations to whoever got them. I still don't see the names yet. Oh, there we go. So Elizabeth, Angelic, DD, Triple D, Sierra. So Sierra, we don't see you talking here, so obviously you're hiding in here. Grandma Watches was gifted membership. So congratulations, guys. Nice. Okay, that was very nice of you, Adam. Merry Christmas. Yeah. I'm sure the music will. Oh, thank you, Annie. Oh, okay, I'm going for dinner now. Bye.
What are you bringing you?
Pasta bake.
Mm.
Tuna
What?
pasta. I think it's tuna pasta. It's tuna pasta, right, honey?
Yeah, tuna pasta belly.
Yeah. Maybe there's being a little slippery in the affidavit, male subject, right? And we all know that they make typos as well and say things. 83 people in chat. If anyone hasn't hit the like button, can you make sure that you hit like and share? It really does mean a lot to us. I think it's kind of a win-win. You guys come here for info because you love us, and we say, hey, we love you back, but could you give us a what's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for you? But no, just Casey's Pizza. I had pizza earlier, actually. When husband got home, he's like, picked up some pizzas at Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm like, okay, did you remember the butter? Nope. So yeah, it wasn't actually that good now that I think about it. I knew it tasted different. That's because I got it from Shoppers Drug Mart. I mean, it was okay, but definitely nothing special. Jeff 8, that's what I was trying to say. A male subject and a male, 2 males interpreting. Actually, you know what? Go ahead. I'm going to take a breather for a second, and I'm going to have some pasta bake. Lewis and Adam, go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves.
Definitely. So what'd you have for lunch today, Adam? Since we're talking about pasta bakes.
I don't even remember what I had for lunch. I believe I had an English muffin, and then I had some ramen.
And a pickle.
And then I just had a pickle. And now I'm trying.
They forgot my pickle today at lunch. Now that you say that, I'm remembering it. Now I'm upset. So what did I miss this morning since I was tied up while you guys were watching the whole Delphi thing today?
Well, I mean, we we just kind of hung out. We talked. We showed the video of Richard Allen arriving in court about 30 times. And then as soon as the information came out about the, what was said in court, we talked about that for a little bit. And I think that was about it.
Anything that stood out to you that's a good point to note?
No, I mean, the whole thing lasted 10 minutes, they said. And so, it was a very brief hearing, and I don't think there was nothing stood out to me as shocking or even super notable, to be honest. I mean, we expected the gag order to stay in place. I personally didn't think that, there'd be a change of venue. I wasn't surprised about the jurors being brought in from another county. And definitely not surprised about them discussing the trial dates being moved at all.
Yeah, I didn't hear much on it, but the little bit I saw on one of the news things, I was kind of shocked that they're actually giving the defense so much evidence before the February hearing. I really thought that they were going to keep a lot of that stuff tight and make them work for it, but it seemed like they were picking up a lot of evidence today or next week, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what's going to come from that, since they're all under a gag order to not discuss anything. It makes it kind of weird. They can't present their case to the public like prosecution's been doing for 5.5 years.
Yeah. CD, I've never added my my YouTube to my TikTok, so I definitely probably will not now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Grandma Watches says you missed one dick yelling at another dick, Lewis.
That's all it was, huh?
Yeah. Well, someone, the Jonathan Lee Riches guy is in Delphi, and he screamed out at Richard Allen when they were bringing him into the courthouse, mainly so he could end up on all the news clips. Because now you'll never see a news clip of them bringing Richard Allen into that courthouse room today without hearing Jonathan Lee Riches screaming in the background. And yeah, he said what everyone was thinking, but his motivation for doing it was not,
I guess the news stations will just block out the audio, put their audio over it. So
yeah,
unless he's visually on every camera doing that, I don't know.
No, but he made sure to put his video out doing it.
Wow. We follow him, so I'm not sure what his history is.
Yeah, he seems to just want to be leeching on to case he can right now.
Gotcha. So he's into it for the likes and the subscribers only.
Yeah. In my opinion. And there's Tobe.
Yeah.
Tobe slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a short period there where he put on some weight in the beginning, and
yeah, I had not seen this footage yet.
yeah, me either. I was watching this because I saw the walking down the stairs, but none of this.
That mustache.
Yeah, the only clip I saw was right here from when he starts walking down the stairs, and then they cut it right after that.
I guess it's hard to walk downstairs in leg shackles. I've never attempted.
So is that going in or out?
That was going in, I believe.
Okay. I'm surprised that they walked.
Actually, no, that might have been him going out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still shocked that they walked him through with so many people there. That's. You think there'd be a different entrance or exit, or they'd clear the area first and then bring him through?
Yeah.
It's not like because I couldn't tell. Did he have armor on under his jacket? Did they have soft, armor on?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Stefan, you want those pants? Oh, you want him the pants? I thought you said you want those pants. I was like, well,
Yeah.
You know what you got to do.
Those pants remind me of, what was that cartoon? Curious George.
Oh,
The man that
yeah, the yellow. Yeah.
you two always had the yellow on with the big hat. Yeah.
What?
First thing-
Jonathan Lee Riches, what the heck are you doing in Delphi? Yep. Doop, doo, doo, doo. I wouldn't want to touch this. Or that. Sunny time. I can't touch this.
Sunny, did you want to show everyone that wonderful clip of him coming in and the heckler?
Can you send it to me again? Because I actually
I
closed it.
actually don't have it.
Oh. I had it open. And I must have closed it off.
And I don't want to go to the. I don't want to go open that because then it'll give him another
Well, let's
view.
go right to his channel. Let's just go right to the source. Jonathan. Oops, where are you, buddy? There you are. God, he looks like Reno. Come on, you guys. Let me show that.
We really should add a hat to the merch site, Sunny, that says media, so that everyone can have one.
I know, right? Hold on. You guys just need to see this. Because, come on. You can't tell me that. Okay, I gotta go back. That doesn't look like Greeno. Come on. Sure does.
I like his font. I'll give him that.
Okay, where is it? Oh, I shamed him.
Oh my gosh, how many has he posted today?
Oh, I know this is what he does. Right. I told you, he's like a leech. He's a little
That was like 5 videos from Delphi today.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, here he is. Of course, he doesn't want to be the center of attention here, people. Heck no.
Look, Mandy Ray says, seriously, Adam, I will buy a media hat. Please offer one. I'm telling you, we got to make a media hat.
Someone put a comment on, I think, that our video saying, you guys are putting, I think something about putting down other YouTube creators. Okay. So my answer back to her was this. When somebody is a con artist and he has a proven record because he has the jail time beyond that to do it, right? Okay. So that's fact right there. You have a Greeno. If people don't think I'm going to call out somebody, I absolutely will. Why? Because I want people to be aware, because there's a lot of people that are out there that are very naive to these people, and they don't think nothing about them. They don't do any fact checking about anything that they're donating money to. So if I come across someone that I deem as a con artist, or has a proven record of being a con artist, I'm going to say it. So I said, my comment back to her was, look, if you left your wallet open and someone was about to take it, do you want me to tell you or not tell you? So if you're about to be conned, I'm making people aware. You guys, people can do whatever they want. You know, they can go freaking drive to his house and can high five him for all I care. But I'm going to make people aware of con artists. Absolutely. Because I don't like it when people take advantage of other people. And when somebody is writing cases for the wrong reasons, but I mean, of course, right? Like, again, he has the track record to prove it. So it's, you know what I mean? You can't erase your past. You can try. But anyways, I'll play it.
Everyone get ready for your ears.
Richard Allen, you child murderer! Why did you do it? Shame on you! Shame on you, Richard! You're going to prison for the rest of your life! Shame on you, Richard Allen! It's exactly how you do it. It's exactly how you do it. That's Gonzo journalism. Richard Allen just walked into the Carroll County Courthouse, Delphi, Indiana. I asked him, why did he do it? I also called him a child killer. And I also shamed him. So I'm going to be going inside the courthouse, checking out the proceedings. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. I am covering the Delphi murder case, Carroll County Courthouse. I'll be in Delphi for the next few days. Justice for the victims.
Puke. Puke.
We know in 2014, according to this police report, that on a wall.
Oh, just puke. I'm sorry.
And he'll be there for the next few days. Aren't we lucky?
Yeah. I didn't even click on that video where it says Red Hyundai Elantra. Okay. Who gives a shit about a red Hyundai? Well, maybe those 501c3 CPTOs care about it. I don't. Anyways, again, all you have to do is like Idaho. He's just trying to rake it in off of the the missing and the murdered. Hey, if that's his con this time, so be it. Again, I'm just making people aware. Go check him out yourself. All you have to do is watch that one clipping. All you have to do is type in his name, and then that clipping will come up and tell you about his 10-year stint in prison and how Guinness Book of World Records literally he made it there by suing over. He made it into the Guinness Book of World Records because he sued the most amount of people, and they literally tried to contact him, and most of them being celebrities. He's an opportunist, exactly. So the difference between Jonathan to me and Greeno is that Jonathan, even though personally, neither one of them are good looking whatsoever to me, because you can tell that they're snakes. But anyways, the difference between Jonathan and him is Jonathan actually comes off more believable. Greeno is just straight see-through swine. Whereas Jonathan, I caught him right away, and then I was just like, "Oh, you're a Greeno, aren't you?" No, you didn't disappoint, Jonathan. Didn't disappoint. But you can't. I was gonna say you can't con a con, but I'm not a con. But you can't get by me. Nope. You have the track record to prove it. So am I gonna warn people? He's playing the game of whatever. Again, if people want to still like and subscribe and all that stuff, go right ahead. But for the people that do want to become aware, I'm gonna definitely put it out there. I'm not gonna do it just to everyone. It's people like Joseph Morris, like Greenos of the world, like Jonathan Lee Rich. All I think is, where's his big dollar sign on his head? Is it too much to have? But he needs the media instead. Is there a big dollar sign on the back of it? Hi Heather, thank you Heather. Anyways, that was somebody that clearly used the media that was surrounding him to make himself known, to put himself right there in the spotlight. I even called him a this, and I shamed him. Disgusting, but whatever. His right, his channel. I'm just gonna make people aware of when I come across con artists.
Thank you, Heather.
Yeah.
CD, that's wild.
What do you say? Aspen, I guess. Okay. I wanted to play something from the
We're at the 2-hour mark now.
Yeah. I want to play something from the Idaho clip. It's from so actually I want to ask a question. We'll just quickly do it in chat.
Okay.
One, if you think that, how do I want to put that? That Brian, how do I want to say that with Ted Bundy?
Is this about Ted Bundy?
Yeah. How do I want to say that?
What if you think that he emulated Ted Bundy?
Yeah, emulated. Okay. Right.
Or,
Took notes, basically. Yeah.
You know, that he wanted to be like a Ted Bundy, or two, if you don't think there's a connection?
Yeah.
How's that?
Right. Yeah. So, one, if he, what did we say? What did we say already?
One, if you think that one, if you think that Brian, you know,
hey, chaotic,
emulated, you know, Ted Bundy or wanted to be like Ted Bundy, or two, if you think, you know, there's no connection between what he did and what Bundy did.
Yeah.
Miss Dog Lover 5 was not an option.
In her world, it is apparently.
Lisa 3 was not an option.
Okay. Well, let
me.
I'm gonna play you a clip. So my thing is this: is that there was a part of me from the start that always felt like he chose it because because girls live there, that he basically stalked it out. Not even so much as thinking about social media, but social media makes sense, obviously. But there was always this thing in the back of my head, myself, thinking that he chose it because of, you know, meaning because a bunch of girls live there. He knew them, so he got to know that that was a female sorority. And so when, like, I know about Ted Bundy, but I couldn't tell you jack squat about him anymore. That was a long time ago, besides watching stuff now. So when I heard about the sororities and Ted Bundy about the sororities, I was like, oh, you know, he's probably been reading up on all this stuff. And I'm sure that he's taking notes, regardless, whether it's, say, from BTK, whether it's from Ted Bundy. He looks like Ted Bundy. I mean, he truly does. I'm just going to bring up that picture really quick. Just because it is so eerie. Yeah, let me go get it. Where are you there, buddy? Right here. Okay. It's just so eerie how much he looks like him. Like, it's almost like father, like son, right? That's how much I think that those two look like. What do you guys think? You guys think that they look alike? Like, just to start off with?
Bundy was better looking, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
how similar they are.
Very similar. So similar. Okay. So then the other thing that, you know, when I heard about the sorority about Ted Bundy, I was like, wait, well, maybe that's very plausible about, you know, the sorority thing, and that he was, you know, like, I bet you any money, I bet you in his apartment wouldn't even shock me if he has books on all these SKs. Won't shock me.
But, you know, that could be argued by a defense team that, you know, it's because of his criminology. I mean, he was right. You know, he was a master's in criminology, so that wouldn't be odd that he would have those.
I even said reincarnated, but, you know, right? That's what I said. I was like, she's reincarnated or what? Okay, so I'm just gonna play you a clip, and if you guys hear a criming shame, a criming shame, a criming shame, a little bit in it, that's because that's what I call a watermark. That means if somebody tries to take my little video, then it will have my watermark, which is fair. I mean, someone else can use it, but just that it has a criming shame. So you'll hear the undertone of a criming shame as I play it, just so you know that. Okay, that's the reason why you would be hearing that. Just because it's kind of like, you know, I mean, I'm being more aware of it, and I think other YouTubers are as well, that when you put hard work into it, put your watermark on it, right? Because you want your channel to be known for doing the work or coming across it. Because, you know, even if it's somebody else found it first and they gave it to you, in a sense, it still, you created something with that, so that becomes your own. Because that stuff out there is free for all. But anyways, so I'm gonna play something for you, and it's gonna be a small little video here. And then tell me what you guys think. Okay, so we're thinking sorority. house for one attachment. We're thinking that he looks like him, first of all. And is this the one here? Hold on. Okay. That's number 1. I think this is it. You guys are gonna see it in 9x16. It's not gonna be a full screen thing, okay? Because it's just well, I think this is the one. Oh, what? That's not the right one. Riches. What the? Okay, what happened there was when I went to go save that audio, it saved because I had already used that name. Okay, that was not it. Just give me a second here. Bear with me, people. I was rushing doing this before the live. So let's try that again. Oh, this is it? Okay, is that it? Shoot, I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, it's this one. Definitely this one. Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Criming Shame. So you're going to listen to 2 video clips. One is going to be in reference to Ted Bundy, and the other one's going to be in reference from 10 to Life, talking about a message that she received. And that reference would be obviously to Brian Koberger. Now, if you do hear It's a Criming Shame throughout the voice clips, that acts as a watermark. So people can use this if they want to, but I put a watermark in there using my voice.
Karen Chandler was in the front of the house, bleeding profusely from her face. Every bone in her face was broken.
One of the girls was stabbed 54 times and beaten so badly that every bone in her face was broken and so sunken in that she was unrecognizable.
Okay. So I'll play it one more time. Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Criming video clips. One is going to be in reference to Ted Bundy, and the other one's going to be in reference from 10 to Life, talking about a message that she received. And that reference would be obviously to Brian Koberger. Now, if you do hear It's a Criming Shame throughout the voice clips, that acts as a watermark. So people can use this if they want to, but I put a watermark in there using my voice.
Karen Chandler was in the front of the house, bleeding profusely from her face. Every bone in her face was broken.
One of the girls was stabbed 54 times and beaten so badly that every bone in her face was broken and so sunken in that she was unrecognizable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you guys think of that? 1 second, let me bring us back on screen. What do you guys think of that? Exact same thing said, really. I mean, now Ted Bundy back in the day, that was a club. He used a club. Okay. Yeah. But same thing. She was beaten so badly, every bone in her face was broken. Then you hear literally that same thing from that person that said the FBI agent's wife or blah, 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 blah. I'm just asking. So what do you think? I'm trying to brainwash you. Nobody thinks anything? Come on now.
I still think it's more of a personal attack in his mind, whether it was personal or not. I think in his mind it was. I don't think he was trying to mimic another serial killer.
Okay. Adam?
Oh, I was muted. I see similarities, and I think, with I think with his study, I think, I don't know if it was a conscious emulation or if he was just, using things that he learned from criminology, but I definitely see similarities.
That's what I said as I was talking to Alexa earlier. Now, Alexa is like, she's a profiler, obviously. She thinks that the Bundy was organized versus BK being disorganized. And then, because we were just talking about it. So, right. So, meaning she definitely is not on no Bundy train. But for me, again, it just became about similarities. So we have a sorority house. We have a sorority house from each side. And then we have that same thing that was done and said. And so meaning those are similarities. So that makes me pause for thought that, he's in criminology. This reminds me somewhat for myself, you guys, for whatever reason. I'm just going to bring us back to screen. this reminds me somewhat of the Gabby Petito case. Is that, and the Barry Morphew, that you have these people that listen to true crime, reading those books, stuff like that, guaranteed that Brian wouldn't even faze me if he was on drugs, first of all, and that what was I going to say? I forgot. I was literally just going to say it. I can't remember. What the heck?
Don't think of it.
It was about the thing, but it wouldn't faze me if Brian had a whole bunch, listened to true crime, had a whole bunch of those books in his apartment. And I'm not going to say it. It's definitely plausible that he was mimicking, or he was, that he was reading, and he was trying to figure out how to commit probably the perfect crime. I just find it very ironic. It might mean nothing, might mean something, that a sorority house, Bundy a sorority house, the same words spoken about everything in the face was broken type of thing. And, and then same thing that was being said there. So that's very ironic to me for sure. So it does make me ponder the thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you also have 4 victims. Absolutely, Deb. Now, 2 of the other ones lived. Now, we have to remember that this is Bundy a long time ago. But exactly 4 victims, and 4 victims, but 2 of them lived in Bundy's case. So
yeah, well, in that particular, I mean, he murdered. I mean, he killed that, but to a lot of people. But in that sorority house, 2 of them lived.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is that so when I was watching something quickly too, like I said to Alexa, well, I don't know, because the documentary that I was kind of listening to made him sound disorganized. So what happened is that there was this lady that he pretended to be a police officer to, and he basically tried to put her in handcuffs and got one on her, and then pulled a gun on her, and then it was like a little beetle bug, the little beetle bugs, cars, Volkswagens,
beetle.
Yeah, so she was able to get out of the vehicle, and
Are you talking about the one in the parking lot?
Are
you talking about the one in the parking lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to this documentary thing, and then a cop happened to be driving by where these 2 ladies lived and saw this beetle bug vehicle, and basically Bundy gave way chase in a sense, and then he finally pulled over. He was arrested. Basically, he was able to go to the library and that without any cuffs on or anything. And the cop decided to go for a smoke break, and Bundy escaped. And Bundy was found 6 days later, and the Bundy was put in jail again. And then, at some point, not too long after, Bundy. He gets put into a cell where the light fixture's missing, and he starts losing weight, and then he escapes again, only to be caught again. But that's when he went on his, to the sorority, and that's when he went and, killed those 2 girls out of the 4 that he attacked, and then he went somewhere to some other house after that again. I think he was renting a room in a sorority house or something like that. Anyways.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Kiana, you're right.
What?
Is that the one that didn't report it for years?
Yeah. So I'm just going to say, I mean, someone that gets caught twice, they escape, and then 6 days later is already caught again. And don't get me wrong, I just think probably Bundy was a lot. Come on, the times are different back then, okay? Totally different for DNA and stuff like that. Like, did they even have DNA back then? Really?
No, I mean, not at that point. Not when he was in his not when he was in his
We're talking about 2 totally different time eras. You have cameras, you have technology, you have pings, you have all that data, that footprint that you're leaving behind nowadays. There's so much of reasons why you shouldn't commit crimes. Back then, you could get away with it. you could get away with a lot more things because the technology wasn't there. So that's kind of, to me, comparing apples to oranges that way. And so, like I said, he was able to escape twice. I mean, really, you go for a smoke and the guy doesn't have handcuffs on, you go for a smoke, and he disappears. Confidence, absolute confidence, for sure. Oh, actually, I think, do I still have it up, actually?
Hey, never silent.
No, I think I closed it off. Oh, well. Anyways, I mean, you guys can Google him yourself. And there was this one where he's like, it's a 1 minute clip where he's legitly, actually, hold on a second. Let me just see if I can find it really quick.
You have me all hungry now, Sonny.
Yeah, the pasta bake was really good, actually. Let me just go to my library. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me just play this for you guys for a second. Little treats now and again, right? Let's get that comment there, and then we'll share screen. So this is Ted Bundy in court during a rape, losing his temper.
Yes. Leaving court. Well, I'm leaving my presence. Dan's funny, good for Dan's funny. Dan's funny. I'm not going to be in the room that jury box, and I'm not going through this. And you knew that, Your Honor. Sit down. You know how far you can push me. You want to make a circus? You've got a circus, and you'll have a whole ring on your parade, Jack. You'll see a thunderstorm. This will not be the path that'll draw me you the rain. Buddy, and sit down. It's not be a party for me. Please have a party. You understand?
And if there's any more delay in this court's proceeding occasioned by your voluntary acts, we're proceeding without you.
Since I have been in Dade County, I've been allowed
Don't shake your finger at me, young man. Don't shake your finger at me, young man.
Now with Amy's exclusive interview, you sat
your finger at me, young man. That's what they would say back in the day. Don't you shake your finger at me.
I wanted that judge in Wisconsin to say that to Daryl Brooks so many times. Don't you shake your finger at me, young man.
Hey, Beast, how are you? I know. So, I think that was it too. Like, it's amazing how someone can do these bad things, but the way that they present themselves, sometimes it's funny how jurors feel sorry or, because it's like a con. Like, because like I said, I mean, we know how many people still sat and paid for, Greeno there, right? It's they play their game, and some people fall for it. Either way, anyways, that was my thing on Idaho. Whereas they're saying that the family doesn't believe that there was any connection through social media. Perhaps they bumped in, like, maybe the girls didn't know him, but he knew them. He stalked them. Obviously, he was there 12 times for 3 months. I kind of just think that he picked the sorority, and not probably based on so much that he knew them, but maybe stalked that place. Because I feel, like I said, it won't shock me if it's a Bundy emulator. Kind of seems like it a little bit, but that's just, I don't know. That's just my take a little bit. I just thought it was very interesting. Both sororities and both the same thing. And I'm gonna watch more documentaries on that Ted Bundy guy, because I remember him back when I was a kid. It's just that it's been a long time. I can't believe how.
There's a couple good ones came out in the last couple of years.
Yeah. I just it's so uncanny how they look alike. And that person that posted there, that Deb sent, I mean, they were talking right there. I said to Lewis the other day about the face marks, on his face over here. And it's just kind of like, I was just like, is that from, like drugs or scratching or whatever? Lewis thought maybe perhaps someone was doing this. He didn't feel like it looked like a razor blade either, but right, Lewis?
Yeah. You know my 2 thoughts on it.
Yeah, but you got to tell them your 2 thoughts on it.
I was thinking that if he was using again, that's a very common trait when they go through withdrawals, is that itch. They get this itch under their skin. They start to scratch heavily, and usually it's on their face, by their cheek, same areas where it looks like on there. But that one picture that you sent me actually looked like it almost looked like you could see where somebody maybe tried to strangle him. But that's just me guessing off of some marks. Looked like bruising, but
yeah, a lot of people thought there was some bruising there.
Yeah,
on there.
That could be my thing.
My thought is it's the itch that you get when you start to come off heroin or some sort of opioid.
Tell me, what's the difference between heroin and cocaine? What's the difference? Are they both the same?
You broke up there, Sonny.
What's the difference between the drug that starts with H and the drug that starts with C?
Oh.
Do you know? I don't know.
Yeah, you've got one's a heavy opioid. And like I said, when you come off of that, you've got a tendency to be almost like in a sleep-like state. And withdrawals are horrible.
For which?
For H.
Okay, for H.
That's an opioid-based thing, and
I don't know.
Snap. And for the C, that's that's an upper type thing.
So
it's actually completely different. I mean, people can function when using that, and it's a completely different state as when you're on H. The withdrawals are extremely noticeable and horrible on the system, and I would think that would be something that would cause what he looked like in those pictures. If he was coming off of C, he wouldn't have that as a withdrawal symptom.
No, but if he was doing C instead of H, like that poster said, that might explain the fact of him being on something.
Well, people that are highly functional will use one to come off of the other. If they're in a state with one, then they'll use the other one to get them to balance out. Same thing that people that drink a lot do it. They'll use C to come off of being extremely drunk when they're functioning alcoholics.
Like I said, I don't know my A, B, C's, and D's.
For the party culture, it's a way of functioning on a daily basis. They use one to come off of the other, from partying all night to going to work the next day. So if you're using both, it's a balance type drug situation.
Yeah.
But that letter you put up earlier saying that's what it was possibly. I mean, that's I don't think that from the description of what was said and the way he was functioning in there, that would not, in my eyes, that would not be somebody that's on C. If they're on C, they're not going to be cool, calm, collective, and talking that way. It's a whole different situation. That's not the type of reaction you would get if you're on that drug, I don't think. Now, if you were on M, I could see that being a definite reaction, but
right.
Either H or M would cause delusional type state and that kind of action, but not C.
Okay. All right. On there. Okie dokie. What time is it here? It's 9:01. Okay. Does anyone have anything else to say before we get going here?
I'm just placing an order at Taco Bell.
Really? Taco Bell, you hear that, CD? Taco Bell.
Because someone said veggie fiesta burrito, and I was like, oh, absolutely. I need that in my life immediately.
Yeah, don't forget, you guys, we did a live this morning, and I was up at 6, and Adam was up at 9, which is early. And we did a live.
It's not early for me, but...
It was, well, it's not real. I mean, it is for me, the fact that I'm actually like got a good to my computer.
I like that. Austin said I like to combine M and C, macaroni and cheese.
Right. Right. I love my mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Yes, and Diamond Eyes, I agree. Macaroni and cheese is a very sexual drug.
Absolutely. Yep. With weenies and beans. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to wrap it up in the next couple minutes here.
Yeah.
Getting tired. It's been a long day. Remember, I told you I was Hercules today. And thank you, Miss Dog Lover. And thank you, Adam, for the memberships that you gave out. And who else? There was Sally Hiller. Thank you, Sally Hiller. Hey, see, I got a memory still even as tired as this. It's somewhat there. With ketchup, absolutely. Right, Diamond Eyes? You know it. You know that's how you have to have your mac and cheese with ketchup. Do you guys have, come on, chat.
I've never had it.
How many of you guys have your mac and cheese with ketchup?
Never had it.
Just say yes or no. You've never had ketchup, or you've never had mac and cheese?
I've never had ketchup with mac and cheese.
Really? You don't know what you're missing. It's kind of like the ketchup chips.
Don't get me started on the ketchup chips, honey. I've been in withdrawals now for a month and a half.
On there, ketchup chips.
I haven't had my ketchup chips in a month and a half, and I'm starting to itch.
If food is cooked and seasoned properly, you don't need ketchup at all.
Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that.
You talk about potato. You talk about those ketchup chips, honey, and I'm going to be over here like.
Right. So ketchup. Diamond Eyes is from Canada. Ketchup is a very normal thing to have on mac and cheese over here.
I love eggs and ketchup.
Eggs. Oh, okay. Let me put it this way. I just like ketchup. Like, meaning ketchup belongs on hash browns. It belongs on eggs. I like to dip it in my bacon in it too. Ketchup chips. Ketchup. The only time, okay, my husband always says when we have shepherd's pie, he's always like, "Do you want some ketchup on the side?" Now, don't get me wrong. It's like a meatloaf a little bit that way, but I'm always like, oh, no. I got to put a halt to the ketchup on my shepherd's pie. I like my shepherd's pie for my shepherd's pie, but having some ketchup on it is okay. But that's usually not something I have it with. But I'm just, French fries, ketchup, this, ketchup. And it's not because I'm a ketchup freak. It's just when you grow up and your mom does certain things, you do those same things as well, because you get used to. Like, okay, if you guys ever have wieners and beans, or Franks and whatever, so if you guys ever have that, throw a little barbecue sauce. Like, okay, my mom would always make it this way. Okay, I know we're on Foodie Talk, and that's Adam's fault right now. I'm so sorry.
All right. Hey, I've got 15 minutes before my before my $30 worth of Taco Bell arrives.
Whoa. Oh, the female officer. Okay, CD. What was I saying though, CD? I was saying something before I looked at your comment. Ketchup. Oh, it's gone now. It's just gone.
You see, I'm very selective with my ketchup too. I'm not a fan of Heinz. It's got to be red.
It doesn't have to be Heinz.
No, too vinegary.
I like Heinz. That's what I have. I'm sorry, CD. I gotta find the chat here. Oh, because it doesn't do it from the live. Let me just go to the channel again. Open up the live so I can click on that link. CD wants me to play something here. Oh, I did want to play for you. Did all you guys watch my little video about Crime Circus of the Idaho house? And if you didn't, shame on you, because it's so good. Oops.
Yes.
Okay.
It was good.
Wasn't that amazing work?
Yep. Sorry, I was just messaging with my DoorDash delivery person.
Where's CD's link there? Right there. Okay, hold on. Okay, 1 second. Stop. Oops, not that. Wrong one. present. I really wish they'd put it back to share. It made just more sense when it says, they're trying to get all posh with the present thing. Just share, okay, people? Okay.
Do it.
You get it once?
47. Nice. She's ODing. Come on, Courtney. Hey, listen.
Come on.
Courtney. Get in.
How you moving?
Get in Amber's bag. Get in Amber's
You're
bag.
good. You're good.
You're good, Courtney. You're good.
She's breathing.
Hey, stay with me, okay?
You have
Breathe.
Fun, right?
Hey.
Did you hit her with both?
I know.
Did you give her two?
I gave her both.
Okay.
No, yep.
Probably. Roll for it.
Come on with it.
I got Mike filming.
Do what?
I got Mike filming, so you can take
It's all
one
in
of
my.
those.
It's all in my truck. In a bag, in a paper bag. Everything that I've got in there.
Was it opened?
It's a dollar bill.
Dollar bill.
I gotta try and call people in the middle of the night.
Hey.
Breathe.
Come on, breathe.
Hit her again. Rodney, she's not breathing. Hit her again.
Is she out again?
Yes.
47 Lake County. 3 doses of Narcan.
Can they hurry?
I'll be in that exercise, please.
Good night, Mark. There you go. I'm about tired of shooting shit in your nose, girl. You gotta get up.
Let me go grab another one.
I got one on deck.
I gotta see the start of this again.
Do it.
Okay, so I'm confused. Is this a police officer that's on the ground?
Yeah.
Is it a police officer that's on the ground?
Yeah, it looked like a police officer that was ODing.
That's what I was like going, hold on a second. Because I looked down for a second something, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what? It's a police officer. Did she touch something? Did something?
It looked like maybe fentanyl blew in her face and just completely shut her system down.
What
She was about
happened?
to most likely test it.
Oh, so she wasn't actually doing it.
No. You come in contact with other people when you're in law enforcement.
Right. Because can't you only have Narcan 3 times max?
Well, he said he was going to get another one.
Yeah, for 3.
Well, we saw them administer 3.
Right. I was told that the maximum they do is 3. After that's not effective. That's what I remember being said a few times now. Is that true? She's an officer. They were making an arrest, and most likely was okay.
Horrible.
Wow.
Horrible. Yep. Kind of took the thunder out of my Taco Bell.
Yeah. Especially when she was talking, and then all of a sudden just stopped again.
Yeah.
But CD, is it 3? Oh, they gave her like 4 to 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was Blaine, or not. I think it was Blaine that was talking about 3, or somebody, or Andrew, or somebody.
Keep narcoing them. It's better than death. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's crazy.
So sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, CD. Now you depressed us all night. Just Adam's gonna have to twerk for us before we go or something to keep us. Oh, actually, I'm still gonna play that video actually, because I think whoever hasn't seen it should. Why do I keep clicking the wrong button? Am I tired? Okay, that was this one or this one. 3 minutes. Yeah, okay. Hey everybody, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Criming Shame. I really have to give a huge shout out to Crime Circus for this amazing video that you're going to see in a second.
I'll fast forward.
It is the epitome of awesomeness. It is a 3D of the Idaho house, and good job guys. What great work. I'll put the link for the description of their channel, of course, in this video. But what an awesome job. Absolutely perfect, brilliant. And also, Xana's best friend is speaking with Brian Enton. So please give this video a like and a share. And please subscribe if you are not a subscriber. Again, thank you so much. What a brilliant video. Please share it around.
In the beginning, most of us believed the two surviving roommates, Bethany and Dylan, were sleeping on the first floor. Since then, we've learned Dylan was sleeping here on the second floor, along with Xana and Ethan located here. Kaylee and Madison were located here on the third floor. The dog was located on the third floor and the room by itself. Let's move around and see through the walls, into the kitchen, to the back slider, and take a look at the time frames. At 4:04 a.m., the suspect can be seen trying to park his car. At 4:09, approximately 5 minutes later, he enters the house through the back slider. At 4:18, he leaves the house after committing the crimes. At 4:20, he's caught on camera driving away at a high rate of speed. All of this only took 9 minutes. Let's watch what that looks like. The suspect enters through the back sliding door. He pauses at the stairs to look around to make sure no one's up. He then turns and goes upstairs. The first bedroom he stops at and opens the door, he sees no one there. He continues to the next bedroom. Here we know what happens. Downstairs, Dylan is sleeping. The noise from upstairs wakes her up. She thinks it's Kaylee playing with her dog. She gets up and goes to the door and looks out. She sees nothing there. The suspect then continues down the stairs about 3 minutes later. He then heads to Xana's room. Outside, there's a security camera picking up some whimpering, cries, and a thud at 4:17. We've learned that Xana was found on the floor, which might explain the thud. Dylan again hears something and looks outside her door. She sees the suspect. He walks right past her and leaves.
Did you feel any relief, Sydney, when there was the announcement of an arrest?
Yeah, definitely a little bit.
One sec.
Who overdosed on fentanyl earlier this week is speaking to News 6. Incredible story. Within moments of Officer Courtney Bannock locating various narcotics during a routine traffic stop, she was heard choking and breathless over her radio. After being rushed to the hospital, she insisted the body cam video be released to the public to warn others about how dangerous the drug can be. News 6's Mark Lehman sat down with her to discuss that decision.
Only a couple days after that fentanyl encounter, the officer seen in that video is back here at the Tavares Police Department. She spoke with us about what happened, sharing a message of safety.
If I didn't have backup there, I wouldn't be here today.
Officer Courtney Bannock taking us through the moments captured on body camera video Tuesday morning in Tavares. Bannock says she took precautions while discovering what turned out to be the powerful opioid fentanyl.
As soon as I started talking, I was like lightheaded a little bit and started almost choking. I couldn't breathe.
Did you get it once? Within a matter of moments, she says things took a turn.
I'm very mindful if I don't touch my face, if I have gloves on. But did I wipe my nose with my wrist? Did I use something? I don't know.
She's not breathing. Hit her again.
Bannock says she remembers little as other officers arrived. 3 doses of Narcan were used to battle the effects of a sudden overdose.
It was hard. It's hard because I'm helpless. I've done this to 100 people before, and now I needed that.
After making a full recovery, she chose to release the video to show the community the dangerous effects of fentanyl.
We are not dealing with pharmaceutical grade fentanyl. Every day, these street chemists are coming up with something because the drug users you get tolerance to it. You build a tolerance.
And while the video has been difficult to watch, she's thankful for the quick thinking of her fellow officers.
If I was searching that car alone or testing those drugs alone or whatever the case may be, and I didn't have Narcan available, there's a good chance I wouldn't be here right now.
And Officer Bannock tells us she's grateful for all the support she's received from the community. She says she'll be back on her normal shift tomorrow night. In Tavares, Mark Lehman, Getting Results, News 6.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Jasmine. I'm 26 years old. Oh, I remember.
Do that. Thanks, FB, and thanks, CD. All I was going through my head is my niece, you know, who I know dives into that stuff, and that's all I was thinking. Like, really? So she just got it in her lungs or whatever, and that's what was happening to her. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, okay. Thank you so much, CD, for that. And again, I'm glad she let it be released to bring awareness, because I've never seen anything like that before myself. Yeah. Again, it's never been a big part of my life, besides when I was younger and certain things, but nothing major, nothing like that stuff. Not even the C or the H. Yeah. On there. Okay, Adam, your food should be coming anytime here. Again, just last thoughts, everyone. Anything?
Just thank you for everyone that joined us this morning, and then again came in tonight. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah. Hi, Karen. We're just about to end our live, Karen. I know we're underneath that 4-hour mark, but yeah, it's I'm getting really tired. Like, I'm definitely getting really tired now. I've just been making a lot of videos and doing a lot of stuff and not living off of fumes and heartache.
I just say that it's amazing when you compare these two cases, the difference in how the departments and everything was handled. And hopefully Delphi can take some lessons.
Right. Yeah. A huge difference going on there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you for your love and support. Please hit the like button.
Yeah.
If you haven't hit the like button, or if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And thank you guys all for being. There's so many loyal followers in here. Appreciate that very much. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys have a great night. Take care. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Good night, everyone.
See you later, alligator. Thank you, Maud.